Why would you do that? Like,
Well,
why
see, here's the
in the
thing.
name
All
of
right.
everything that is holy would you do something like that? That is
Okay, so here's the whole story behind it. All right. So I think I was like 13, 14 at the time. And I got this magazine. It was some kind of I don't know, some kind of sci-fi magazine. And it had like one of those mini posters.
Made by Hugh Hefner.
Hold on. It was heavy metal, wasn't it? And
No. It wasn't heavy metal.
It wasn't heavy metal?
No. It was fuck, I can't remember the name. Anyways,
hold on.
It had one of the little mini movie posters of Predator 2, where it had, show the Predator and all his weapons, all shit like that.
Yeah, that's the only way you could sell that shit. There's no
And so I looked at it, I was like, oh shit, that's pretty cool. Because I saw the look of the Predator and the weapons. I was like, oh shit, that looks pretty cool. That's something I might be interested in. So I saw the movie and I was like, this shit is horrible. Predator was cool, but this shit is horrible.
That, man. All right.
Then at that point, I was like, well, maybe the first one is better. So then I saw the first one. I was like,
it's not.
This shit is horrible too, but at least it's a little bit better than the second one.
It's horrible. It's livably horrible as opposed to
it was an original concept at the time, at least. This was just a cash.
Hold on, let me introduce this shit. Wait a minute. Ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to yet another episode of the show you love to hate, Plot Holes. With myself, my name's Thomas Bishop. I'm known as the villain. I have my fellow hole punchers, and that I don't give a fuck. We're gonna make some shirts, and they're all gonna say hole punchers. We punch holes in your bullshit. That's what the fuck we do. I have my fellow hole punchers with me. To my bottom is the goddess of this damn show, Miss Gretchen. Say hello, Gretchen.
I'm pretty sure it's called pegging if she's taking your bottom.
I'm always on the bottom, apparently.
I don't know why she's always on the bottom. I don't know why she's always on the bottom. She's always on the bottom. It's ridiculous. To my bottom left,
make you a goddamn sexual tyrannosaurus.
Is the one and only, the angriest computer-generated person on earth, Mr. Angry IT Nerd. Say hello to the people. What can we do?
Hello, people.
Oh my God!
This is gonna be a great show because I'm gonna say some weird shit.
Because oh my God!
I prepared.
Hey, I'm telling y'all right now. Hold on. And to my left is my old army buddy, Mr. Zero Fox Golf himself, back from being a dad 2 weeks ago. Say hello, Zero Fox.
Hey, y'all. Sorry I missed last week. I just like to let you know I'm going to drive myself to alcohol poisoning if we continue watching this fucking trash. Thomas, you will get my insurance bill.
Oh my God. Ladies and gentlemen, this episode is brought to you by Liquor and Edibles. Liquor and Edibles, because if we gotta keep watching this shit, we might as well not remember it. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
All right, so ladies and gentlemen, this episode's show is all about Predator 2. A cash
Predator too much.
Predator why? That's what it should be called. Predator why?
Yeah.
Why?
No.
Straight up cash grab.
Where we're introduced to a small town predator named Jim Bob, who's in town for a few days to kill.
Wait. Well, listen.
Hey, that is the official saying of the 1990s LAPD.
What?
In the city for a few days to kill.
A few days to kill.
Listen.
I mean, shit, do you not remember Rodney King?
I was about to say, Rodney King asked, can we all get along? But he didn't.
Can we all just get along?
Fucking head, man. All right.
He got along with the street and the club.
Yeah, he got
the street and the club and the street and the club.
I forgot about fucking Morton Downey Jr. and this motherfucker, man.
Oh my God! Wait a minute! All right, so this is on from IMDb. The Predator returns to Earth this time to stake a claim in the war-torn streets of a dystopian Los Angeles. Oh my God, I can't wait to get into this. All right, first
Known as Los Angeles.
yeah, it's Los Angeles. The director is Stephen Hopkins, who you owe us money.
Oh my God.
The writers.
$6.99. It's what cost me on Prime. You owe me
Thank you.
$6.99, sir.
Listen, the writers are Jim and John Thomas. I hope they are not the Thomas brothers because that just pisses me the fuck off.
I never paid money for it, but I want my money back as well.
I pay my internet bill every week, every month. This shit, come on, man. All right, the cast features Danny Glover as Lieutenant Mike Hardigan. Why did I read that as Hard Man? I don't know why I read that as Hard Man, but whatever.
I read it as Hard Again.
Hard Man.
They're called Freudian. They're called Freudian slips.
I'm telling you, the Predators have a real thing for meat,
Oh, yeah,
as evidenced
Hard
by
Man.
the setup to the finale in this movie in a meat house.
In a meat,
Come on,
listen,
the Predators love meat. Meat goes beyond the first Predator.
It really
it's all
does.
about meat. It's
It
all
really
about
does.
meat.
They spending an
love that
inordinate
meat.
amount of time slapping
All
meat.
about
The
meat.
second one,
All about
a
meat.
pre-drunk Gary Busey. Kevin Peter Hall as the Predator is back. Basically, what his part was: remember all the cool shit you did in the first movie? Don't do a damn bit of it in the second. Don't do any. None of the cool, sneaky Assassin's Creed bullshit that you did in the first one. Don't do it in the second one. Just don't. We don't want you to do any of that. We just want you to.
Was this his last role?
No. He ends a movie being called Nubby
I don't know. This might be.
because he's Wookin' Penub.
Look at. Oh my God, we are not gonna make it through this fucking. Oh my God.
Okay, guys, come on. Come on.
Looking for no. All right, okay.
It's not as bad as Justice League. Okay, it's not as bad as Justice League.
Oh God. All right. Yeah,
One day on the show, we will do The Happening, and that's the one I'm going to be high on. I'm telling you right now, ladies and gentlemen, when we get ready to do The Happening with Mark Wahlberg, I am going to be blitzed. I am going to be.
Oh man.
What are you talking
I'm
about?
gonna be.
That
I'm
is
gonna
the-
be like this. Like, where's
Oh,
that
the
is-
woman? Oh, she's
that is
on the
the-
floor.
That's
She's
the
sleeping
best
right
M.
now.
Night Shyamalan movie that was
Out
made.
of your rabbit
That-
ass, man.
Like it's Unbreakable.
Oh no.
Sixth Sense. The Happening.
Oh no. Put it this way.
Wait.
Ladies and
Is
gentlemen,
the Happening the one where the trees just all of a sudden
Death
just
by
decide to
Pollen.
fight
That's
back?
the one.
Death by Pollen, bitch.
Oh.
Let me explain this to y'all.
It's
I know
not
we're
out
getting
there
off of
past them
Predator 2
trees.
Mark.
It is the trees.
Listen, I know we're getting a little bit off of Predator 2,
All
but
right.
let me explain this to you. If I catch M. Night Shyamalan in the motherfucking street, he owes me $17.35 fucking cents. No, he owes me $17.75. And I'm gonna get my money. You know what? I can't wait for us to do The Happening. And I'm going to be Bob Marley smoking Snoop Dogg. That's
You're being
what I'm going to be.
you're being generous, Thomas, that you're not asking for that money plus interest.
Oh no, fuck the interest. No, I just want the $17.75. Listen, I paid for two.
No, he owes me for trauma. He owes me for trauma, for pain and suffering.
Oh my
I just want to
God.
hit him with a brick.
All right, hold on. So the rest of the cast is the Ruben Blades, great actor, Maria Conchita Alonso. Oh man, I got something for that. Never mind. The late great Bill Paxton, Mr. Robert Davi, Adam Baldwin. Adam Baldwin was in this fucking movie. Kent McCord, Morton Downey Jr., the late great Morton Downey Jr., the late great Calvin Lockhart. How do you have Biggie Smalls from one of the best blaxploitation films of all time? Let's do it again. Playing a Jamaican. You know what? Let me stop. Just get into this fucking film because all right.
Like if every
First-
stereotype could happen, it happened.
Listen, this movie should have just been called When Predator Gets Down. I've always referred to Rocky 3 as Rocky Goes Black.
So this is Leprechaun in the City.
This is exactly
Predator edition.
Yeah, Leprechaun in
Predator.
the hood.
This is Predator
And,
in the hood. So
What was the one with Jason that they did that too?
Jason Takes Manhattan.
Jason Takes
Yeah.
Manhattan.
Jason takes Manhattan. There it is.
Like,
Yeah, remember that boxer like beat the crap out of him on that rooftop, and then all of a sudden he's just like, flick, and the dude's dead. Like, come on, Jason, you just got your ass whooped.
And you mean to tell me nobody with a pair of fucking wheat colored Timberlands fucking went after Jason? You sorry bastards. Come on. That's real New York to me. Real New York is a bunch of fucking guys in baggy clothes with Timberland boots, but I digress. All right, bro. We start this film in a gunfight. All right. And this is the first plot hole. I'm going to say it. I'm going to just get it the goddamn way. Ladies and gentlemen, I have seen shootouts. I have heard of shootouts. I have seen people who have survived shootouts. And in the entire time I have ever seen a shootout,
but what's up?
Body, and I fucking mean nobody.
Sorry to bother you. Courtney's been trying to get a hold of you.
I haven't got a single thing from her.
Ooh.
Oh, really? That sounds about right. Yeah, service sucks to the house.
Ladies and gentlemen, he's in the army.
Coincidentally invited
you gotta
coworkers from ours to the house.
Okay.
Okay, just
I'm
told her.
I'll mute him because it's yes.
Okay.
All right. In the entire time I have ever seen or heard of a gunfight, I have never heard of a gunfight with men wearing 3-inch heels. Let's start right there. Why in the name of everything that is whole? First off, it is the most stereotypical Mexican gang I have ever seen in my fucking life. Ever. Bar fucking none.
And this problem is this problem continues through the whole movie.
Hey,
stereotypes.
Like it goes from bad to I don't even know what the fuck. You gotta unmute there, Z. There you go. There you go. Okay.
Hey, so we have never pretended that technology was my fucking strong suit.
I know. Listen, there's a reason you do what you do when I did what I did. So, all right. So
it is what it is.
Who the fuck has a goddamn shootout with the Los Angeles Police Department wearing 3-inch heels? The fuck will we do?
No, I'm just wondering is this.
Okay,
all right. Here's my thing. Is like, all right, you in the middle, all in the gunfight, right?
Yes.
Okay. All bullets and all like that, shit flying everywhere.
Whizzing
like that.
around.
And, okay. Why are you not wearing a vest?
I got a better one. Hold on, I got a better one. I'm still these heels. I'm not letting these fucking heels go. They were wearing.
I mean, I could live with the heels.
No.
Possibly.
No.
I could possibly live with the heels. Maybe.
No.
Maybe.
No.
Can I throw something in here? Look,
Go ahead.
I'm a woman. I love 3-inch heels. I've got a fair amount of them in my closet. I'm also a gun owner. And if I get into a gunfight, I'm going for my flats. I'm not going for the heels. Okay.
Yeah,
If I gotta run, I'm not
I think this is important
here.
This
is the 90s, all right?
Okay.
This is the 90s.
Not that much 90s.
So
I was a sophomore
that's
in high school.
That's like Prince shooting out somebody with somebody.
Look. I want to point this out. This film was made in 90, filmed in 89. Set in 1997. I'm going to put that word in quotes.
Yes, because
this is supposed to be 10 years into the future.
Yeah,
and let's look at what fashion was like at the end of the 80s. My God, Whitesnake, Aerosmith, and Run DMC was just starting to actually make the white Adidas's badass. So if we continue that trend of looking like streetwalkers, you better believe that I'm going to train as I fight, and I'm going to slap on my 6-inch stilettos. I'm going to put my corset on, and I'm going to pull out my Mac 10 auto mags, and I'm going to start dumping rounds into the LAPD, shooting it kill shot style.
That's the problem. These bitches running in these motherfuckers. I don't have a problem.
Okay. If you've ever been to Savannah. You've been to Savannah.
Yes, I have. Yes.
You know the Riverwalk.
Yes.
You have seen bitches in stilettos on that cobblestone street at a dead spring getting away from the cops. Drunk off their mind. I will put it down. Any woman can do it. It's a better woman than I am. I'm just saying. They're doing flat streets in LA. Absolutely. They got it. They got it.
And this was the thing, because supposedly this is 10 years in the future. One of the first things I saw was, why does the Los Angeles Police Department have a minivan? What the fuck are they doing? I get the cars. I understand the cars. They had a minivan. So y'all just pull up ready to out of mom's soccer mom's truck. What are we doing right now? So they jump out.
When you got a gunfight at 7, but you got to pick up the kids at 8. You know,
this is also pre the LAPD going full militarized. This was all futuristic. So this wasn't, they didn't have APCs back then. They didn't run those ones. Even SWAT in the 80s ran in a minivan.
But hold on,
That's
these
true.
guys
That's true.
they had metal shields. Like the shit like Patriot Front carries now, the fucking LAPD in this movie were carrying, and they were getting their ass blown the fuck up. So first person we see is Danny Glover, aka Lieutenant Mike Hardigan. Thank you.
Mike Hardman.
Thank you, Gretchen. Now I can't even fucking say the shit right. Hardigan!
Mike Hardman.
Okay, so we see him, we see Ruben Blades.
Has this become the official symbol of the show?
I know, like, what the fuck are we doing right now? So we see Danny Glover, we see Ruben Blades as Danny. That makes no fucking sense. And we see Leona Cantrell, aka Maria Conchita Alonso. I've been waiting for a very long time to say. I'm trying to be as nice about this as I humanly possibly can because I don't want to disrespect anybody, but please understand something. Maria Conchita Alonso cannot act.
It's not disrespectful if you tell them the truth.
Listen, maybe in a love story, maybe in a romantic comedy, fine. An action film or a horror film or a film with aliens, she cannot act. She tried the tough girl shit, and I looked at her like, the fuck did you just say? We're getting pinned down there, man. I'm like, what the? Oh my God,
and the one scene when she says, "What the fuck is going on?"
Like, really? Like, she cannot act.
No,
I would like to point out.
Not good. Jesus.
I've only seen her in this and Running Man. So
I would like to point out. I'd like to point out though.
Oh,
fuck 2023 diversity standards. We're talking 1989. You have a Hispanic, a black, a woman right in the front lines of the LAPD. God damn it, we've reached our utopia.
No. Selma Hayek would have been badass.
The fucking white guys hiding in the back, staying out of the way. The white men are just like
a black guy and 2 Spanish people.
Absolutely. In the middle of a gunfight.
In the middle of a gunfight with
Jamaicans.
And Jamaicans.
Fuck Whitey, Utopia, LA.
I have not even gotten to the fucking Jamaican, but
this
I
is
digress.
Justice League all over again.
Oh
we are
my
not going to
God.
get through this
So,
movie. We are not going to get through
Oh
it.
God.
I'm calling it now.
But okay, so you have her there, Penelope Cruz, Selma Hayek, and I'm just saying there were a lot better actresses. But anyway, so Hardigan is like, we've got men pinned down in the building. We've got to go get them. Why? I'm sorry. Don't get me wrong, but if these motherfuckers are blowing up cars and shit, wait for the motherfucking tanks. Why are you going into this shit? Like, I want to go in. No, you don't. You want
And why are narcotics officers going in and not SWAT?
to exactly.
Yes.
It does explain that. It does explain that in a throwaway line. It says SWAT is pinned down with a bank robbery and a shootout with the Jamaican gang.
Jamaican
so
posse.
SWAT, the Jamaican posse. That's what it is.
Yeah.
So it actually is a throwaway line that SWAT is actually in 2 other places dealing with this shit, which leads
The narcotics guys.
Well, and we're going to say the phrase eventually, so we might as well just bring it up now. Angry black man to the rescue.
I was gonna say it. Mr. I'm too old for this shit is like the angriest black man in this fucking film, but I digress. So Hardigan decides to, forego any
logic,
reason,
everything,
logic, the rule of law, fuck all
common
that.
sense.
The Fourth Amendment, the 16th
Fuck
Amendment.
physics. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit.
Rules.
Fuck rules.
That's for humans.
Yeah.
I'm an
Please.
angry black guy.
What is this? What are
Hey,
these laws
you
of
see
war
the
you
amount of
speak
melanin in my skin? That
Let-
means I could do anything, damn it.
So the stereotypes are not in there. So the Mexican gang goes upstairs to their hideout, which is behind a
sweatshop.
A sweatshop.
And
It's
they're
a
all Chinese.
sweatshop.
And they're all Chinese in the sweatshop. I'm
Thank
like,
you.
I'm just like, here we go.
It's the most fucking
Racial stereotypical
shit.
bingo. B5. Chinese sweatshop. Check.
I'm telling you, who the Thomas brothers who wrote this shit, they are QAnon racists. I'm serious. So you got Mexicans with a black cop, 2 Spanish people running, and the Mexicans are running a sweatshop where Chinese people are in it. They hate everybody that ain't them. That's all I'm gonna say. So these guys go upstairs and
they hate them too. They cast Bill Paxton and
oh my
Jacare
God.
Ducey.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. So the first thing you see is the Mexicans have to have cocaine because
of course.
Mexicans
Because of course.
Mexicans have to have
of
cocaine.
course it's cocaine. It's
Well, and it also says that they're Colombians. So I mean, let's not be the same stereotypical guys they are.
Okay, but seriously,
Not all
can I-
Hispanics are Mexicans.
Okay, but
That's
just
true. That's
Latinos.
true.
Latinos.
That's true because Colombia,
Let's
Colombia has
broaden it.
the better cocaine.
but wait a minute.
Absolutely.
Okay. Cocaína. I learned that from Brendan.
I mean, I'm
Fraser.
just
Cocaína.
allegedly.
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 I heard it smells good.
All right, so let me make sure I understand this correctly. So
I heard
these
from
are
a friend.
Colombians wearing 3-inch heels fighting it out with Jamaicans while the Los Angeles Police Department stuck in the middle, and the Colombians are running a sweatshop where there are Chinese people in it. They're gonna go upstairs and snort their own fucking cocaine because they need to fight the fucking cops, and then the predator shows up.
Hey, that's what's in Bane's. I'm convinced that's actually what
Absolutely.
Bane's stuff's made out of.
First and foremost, I have to ask this. This is why we call him Jim Bob. I love Kevin Peter Hall. Rest your soul, but bruh. If you had told me this was part of the plot, I'd have left. You need to find another 7-foot tall black guy. I'm not doing this. So all the cool shit that he did in the first movie, he don't do in the second movie. You run into a room with a room full of guys with guns and cocaine. Why the fuck would you? The first movie, he was a stealth fighter. The only time we saw him do some bullshit like this is when he mopped up them motherfuckers, the first group that came in. We talked about that. That first group, they was butt naked, skinned assholes, just ripped to pieces. And the only reason he did that because it was a plane full of them motherfuckers. This is a room, and everybody in it has a gun. Why in the fuck would you go into that? You mean to tell me you're stealth? You just mad? What? Okay, send me to Los Angeles. I'm sick of this shit. I'm killing everybody in this room. Tired, man.
Well, and
Like,
we're
and
gonna get to it at the end. We're gonna get to it at the end.
Oh yes.
This is very clearly, it's one of those things. Like I said, 16-year-old, I'm angry at my dad. I am the 12-year-old who's being forced to go on his first deer hunt and sit out in a deer stand in the middle of winter. Except instead of me freezing my nuts off in the middle of the winter in a tree, it's 145 degrees in LA, and I'm in LA, and so I'm just as miserable. And you can tell that Predator the entire time is an insolent child.
It also has vibes. It also has vibes of, hey, Dad, I'm a badass predator. I want to be a predator. And Dad's like, oh, you are? I'm dropping your ass right here in the woods. You find your way back.
Like
See you later.
Yeah, the first one.
Thing is
the
that
first one was
when they started shooting at the predator, all right.
Oh my God.
You see clearly that when he's killing somebody, it's right there. It's in front of you. But everybody shoots everywhere else.
This is what I'm talking
about.
I'm actually not convinced that there's a plot hole. I'm actually not convinced that's a plot hole because we'll do the two.
An angry teenager. Like
no, the Colombians just have so much cocaine in their system that it's hard to see straight, and the Jamaicans are so fucking high they don't realize what they're doing. The sheer quantity of drug intake by our villains.
Oh my God! You know what? I didn't think about that.
I never thought about that.
Danny Glover specifically makes the comment, "Holy shit, you guys may want to cut back."
Yeah,
and
like
that's why we named him Jim Bob.
That's exactly.
Yeah.
He goes after inebriated people. He doesn't even go after good prey.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, you got a room full of one Colombian. He snorts, he puts it on his teeth, and then he scoops some more and puts it in a bullet wound. That's a problem. You need rehab. That's why If you're
Yeah.
putting cocaine in a
Yeah.
bullet wound, they try to make me go to rehab. I said maybe I might need to. I might need to go.
That would be like me as a hunter going into the woods, and rather than fighting the buck that's going to charge me, I'm fighting the one that's beating his head into a tree over here because he just drank the cocaine laced water out of the pond. You know,
Bartender really did it this time. Broke my parole to have a good time. I woke up. It was 6 a.m.
Oh my
the predator
God.
came and kicked my ass in.
Oh my God.
Oh god.
So the predator jumps into this room full of extremely fucking high ass Colombians. And he does, and we label this, it is the ass to spine. Everybody knows what from now we didn't really, we talked about it in the first movie where the predator has a thing about butts. I don't know why he has a thing about butts. He likes to rip a spine from your ass. So everybody gets their chest blown out or their fucking balls blown off, whatever. So Danny Glover, fucking Ruben Blades, and Maria Conchita Alonso, who can't even act while she's walking. The woman. I'm sorry.
Walking. She
That is-
she can't even.
You know what? I want to find the rest
Walking.
of the she's ever been in just so I can judge them.
excuse me, ma'am. This is the wet paper bag. Would you please get into it and act your way out?
No, she can't. She's in
What
there
the
struggling-
fuck is this?
She's in
I
there
do not know how to do this.
Listen, she in there struggling with the bag, and it's wet. I can't. But
Hey,
What the fuck is this?
It's
she
not
holds
her
a
fault.
gun badly.
It's not her fault. The producer gave her a thing of gum and told her to walk at the same time. That is not her fault. Do you know how tricky it is to remember to breathe while walking upstairs? I mean, I struggle with it because I'm fat, but I mean,
We're going to need you to go underwater now, but also as a reminder, you have to hold your breath. Okay.
How do I do that?
How do I do that? How do I do that?
Gate of acting. I'm so serious. Like she cut all the corners. Listen, Viola Davis, Sigourney Weaver, both with the Juilliard. Fucking Juilliard. You mean to tell me you couldn't get in a Juilliard? Fucking Penelope Cruz has a goddamn Oscar. She can act her ass off. Selma Hayek, act her ass off. What the fuck was the fascination with what? Why?
She was cheapest. She was cheapest.
God,
She didn't.
Because this
She didn't go to
movie,
Juilliard
look at the
because-
effects in the movie. They're horrible.
oh,
Even for the 90s, the effects are horrible. They cut corners as a
Oh,
cash
yeah.
grab. That's
Yeah,
all
it-
this was a
the
cash
effects
grab.
are so terrible
off
in this. I thought it was a 2023 Marvel TV show.
Like my
Yes.
kid could draw better graphics on the actual movie itself.
that man. I felt
Did
that.
Oh my god!
Did
Yeah.
you catch that one, Thomas? Did you catch that one?
Yes.
I
I
was
got it.
the effects are so fucking bad. It's like the studio rushed out superhero films like DC. And I am a DC fan. Everybody knows this, but I can laugh and chew gum at the same fucking time, unlike Maria Conchita Alonso. Anyway, so they bust in. They find the Chinese sweatshop. I don't know why they were looking for that fucking thing, but they find it. Then they go into the other room. No, they don't go in the other room. One of the really high Colombians gets pushed the fuck out, shooting at shit, and then he dies. And they run in the room, and it's a slaughterhouse because Jim Bob the Predator is a stupid motherfucker. Number one, you could have got shot. We know predators can get shot. We understand this. They can get shot. Arnold even said it. If it bleeds, we can kill it. So why in the fuck would you go into a room with 15 guys in there, all of them high on cocaine, and all of them have AR-15s?
Well, there's a part to this one that actually explains as well. In the first one, we see when the predator gets shot, when they finally do actually hit the bastard, if it bleeds, we can kill it. In this one, we see him take a lot of rounds because the armor he's wearing in this one now has been improved. So that's actually one of those things that we can see.
Well, that plus
I want to ask what
Yeah,
armor?
That one.
What armor? He's got
So-
some shoulder plates and fishnet over his chest.
So in the beginning of the movie, he is wearing full plate, full armor, everything. He is fully padded up because when Bill Paxton's shooting,
we're gonna talk about the shotgun in the meat house when
Yeah,
we get there.
but
I've got
later-
thoughts.
Oh yeah.
I've got
the end-
thoughts.
The whole that
at the end,
that
we
whole
actually
house.
do see that he doesn't have it.
this is a plot holder.
We'll get there. Yeah.
So Danny Glover runs up on the roof. He finds the really high Colombian that, you know, away from this shit, right? So Danny's sitting there with a freeze. Number one, why? Blow this motherfucker away. What the fuck are you talking about freeze? I'd have said freeze after I shot him. The
At
fuck
this time, no, you're done. Just shoot him.
are done. We're talking
No, I
about
mean, you could clearly see that he has cocaine running and blood running all over his face and shit.
Suicide by
just
cop.
saying.
Suicide by cop has been
Yeah.
engaged. It's over.
I'm
At this
just
point,
saying-
everyone in the
I'm
building
just
is
saying,
dead. I don't care
I'm
what.
jealous of that Colombian. I'm just saying I'm jealous of that Colombian because once he falls off the building, he's done in this fucking movie. He did his 5 minutes. He's fucking done. He can walk the fuck away from it.
but listen.
Envy. We should do 7 dead. We should do 7 deadly sins every movie. Here, Envy.
Hold on. Did
I envy him for being out.
I don't think I mentioned this. They were all wearing leather pants
Yeah.
in goddamn Los Angeles, fucking California weather.
When it's 114.
And not just leather pants, tight leather pants.
Tight ass leather pants. Like you can see they balls. That's how tight those pants were. So Danny Glover's like freeze. And while Danny Glover's sitting there saying freeze, the fucking predator jumps onto a telephone pole or something.
No,
And he's him.
wasn't he
Sit
like
and
on the roof
spin,
of the
baby,
water,
sit
and he
and
was on like
spin.
the water tower on
Yeah, I think he's right.
on the other side, or something like that.
Yes, this is why I said this is the stupidest fucking predator I've ever seen. Why are you out here? Jim Bob, why the fuck are you've already got spine, you've already done ass to spine. Why are you still in this vicinity? The fuck are you thinking? Ooh, what the fuck? Like, bruh, you got a high ass Colombian and a very
You want a piece of candy?
yeah, you
You want some candy?
of candy?
yeah,
Come on, man.
Colombian sitting there like freeze, motherfucker, and then all of a sudden you see, what the fuck are you,
piece of candy?
would you come up here? What you've done ass to spine. You've done it. You've got your trophy. Get the fuck. Why are you here? Like you just want to see the end of this shit? Like, man, I've been following this whole thing for about an hour. I saw the whole thing when it started with the Jamaicans and Colombians. I just want to see how it ends. Then bitch, go see it someplace else. Don't come there with Danny Glover sitting there. And Danny's like, my eyes. No, motherfucker, there's something there. Shoot it.
No,
And
people
I
are
just,
went
I
like-
just,
people are just went, hey, look, check this out. I'm gonna go in there and start fucking with these people. Watch.
Knocked off the roof.
Hey, look, I'm gonna make a TikTok about it. Watch.
yeah. And
See,
Jim
look what
Bob's
I'm doing.
dad, Jim Bob's dad's like, yeah, you go do that.
Yeah,
I'll
go,
be right here waiting for you.
yeah,
But
these
yeah, go ahead, kid.
motherfuckers was-
Dumbass kid. Go get your ass killed.
Just
I
get,
know.
get the fuck on, kid. Get the fuck out of my.
You know,
Get-
I'm trying to watch Jeopardy. Get the fuck out of here.
there's a shitload of these motherfuckers. And here's this dumbass out here jumping on roof. I know every single one of them like, this motherfucker here. Did you see that shit? Why is he on the roof? No. Like his dad is like, I am so disappointed in this motherfucker. I taught him better than this. Why is he outside with the sun and the reflective shit? Like, I know the rest of the Yautja were like, bruh.
You know, his brother's probably like, man, I don't know this motherfucker.
They over there just clicking their teeth at each other like, you see this shit?
He's like, oh my god, man, what the fuck, bro?
Did this motherfucker not learn? Why is he out in the sun? Like, I don't fucking know. We told the motherfucker not to get out in the sun. We told him to be fucking hidden. What the fuck? Why is he doing this shit? It's like, bro, I can't stand this. Like,
Man, I don't.
like his dad's like, what are you guys talking about?
Nothing.
Nothing. And he's like, you talking about my dumb ass son, ain't you? Sir, we
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, we talking about JB. We talking
like-
about JB.
is
He's
out.
a
What-
dumbass.
So even more than that though, I feel like it's uncles. I feel like it's uncles. 'Cause you all been to them barbecue where the
Yeah.
uncles are all sitting around with the third or fourth plate on their knees, still balancing it. The Modelo's at the feet, and they're sitting there going like, "Did you hear about JB? Oh, what that
Oh.
dumbass do now?" And
Said,
they go, oh,
all
shh.
of that
Here
stupid-
comes his
All
mama.
of
Here comes his
J-
mama. Here
all
comes
of
his
J-
mama.
He goes,
All
Mom,
of JB's
Yeah.
uncles and cousins show up at the end of this movie, but we'll get there.
they and they're just okay, so Danny Glover kills the motherfucking Colombian. Colombian falls off. Danny Glover gets off the roof. Now,
Hang on a sec. I ran out of booze. I need more.
he's like, I need more booze. And so
I've got people here. Bring mine.
listen, I'm a nurse this shit until it's done because I'm quite toasty now. right.
I know I'm getting down to it. I need more.
So Hardigan gets chewed out by
Hard again. Hard again.
gets chewed out by Robert Davi as Captain Phil Heidelman. Robert Davi,
And,
so good.
and
Fuck.
when that whole scene with the funniest goddamn chase of Danny Glover chasing after that man won the fight of my life. Like an old grandpa. Like an old grandpa. Hey, what is it you doing? Get your ass back here.
So Captain Phil Heidelman or Heidelman is like, we told you to wait. Wait for what? To get chopped the fuck up? Do you see that shit going? Again, another plot hole. No fucking captain worth his shit is gonna tell a guy, hey, wait, oh shit, he done got the apple. Ladies and gentlemen, Crown Royal is here. Crown Royal for when you have to watch bullshit, but you don't want to.
Crown Royal.
So he gets chewed out. Now we get a chance to do the exposition thing, which is Mike Hardigan. Oh my god, that name. Why he don't Hardigan. And then he talked about all of his arrest records and all this other good shit.
No. That wasn't then. That was later in the movie. They finally bring that up.
Yeah,
it's after Danny dies.
Yeah.
It's after Danny dies.
He went in there in that scene, letting him know that the DEA agents were coming.
That was in the DEA agents were coming. All right, so we go to this fucking dystopian ass Los Angeles Police Department, and what the fuck can I say? It's filled with hookers and crime and all other kinds of shit.
But another great throwaway line in that scene is the one hooker is bitching to the cops that she, quote, paid her fee for this month and she should be allowed back on the streets. It's another random throwaway line as you're watching it through it, and it just makes me go, you know what? That was very forward thinking of this movie. Again, we have Utopia LA.
You took way better notes on this movie than I did for Predator, because I had a book of notes for Predator, but this time
I had to rewatch it this morning because I just couldn't deal with it.
I watched it with my 18-year-old, and my 18-year-old was like, "You're talking about this today? Like, this sucks."
Look, I was high every time I watched it, so I had to keep watching so I could kind of remember what the fuck was happening.
If you watch it closely, like I tried to watch it closely while editing some shit. I was like, Lord, I got to do one or the other. I got to be able to use my brain to think or not turn the bitch off to watch this, but I can't do both at the same fucking time. So the Thomas brothers were very forward thinking. They were very forward thinking. Sex work is work, and here in the plot holes, we believe in sex work. So do the Thomases, I guess. I don't fucking know.
They love their sex work.
They really do.
Work.
Danny Glover is also wearing a silk shirt that he sweated. You didn't see a whole lot of sweat in the fucking shirts of the goddamn Colombians. Why wasn't that? They were wearing their pants.
Because cocaine dehydrates you.
Oh, son of a bitch.
That's because they didn't sweat, they glistened.
They glisten.
That cocaine.
Here we go with the baby oil again.
Hey, I'm just saying those Chinese girls weren't sweating very much. That was a pretty shitty sweatshop.
That was a sweatshop. That very.
Here we go with the baby oil. It's a Predator staple, baby oil.
You can't even call it a sweatshop because there was no sweat. There was a whole lot of it was very comfortable. So
Nike would be disappointed in it.
I know, like fucking Nike, son of a bitch. Anyway,
Nike walk in and say, "Look here, we can increase your productivity here."
Those are rookie numbers. You got to boost them up.
Boost them up, buddy. All right, so we get our first look at the late great John Paxson, who is telling some offensive ass story.
Bill.
I'm sorry, John.
Yeah.
Bill.
Bill. Whoever. Yeah.
They're all white guys.
Uncle
The
Nearest.
Twister guy.
The Twister guy. Look, Uncle Nearest is in my ear like, bro, you don't have to do this. You really don't have to do this. And I'm like, no, Uncle Nearest, I promised myself I was going to get through. He's like, are you sure? Thank you, Uncle Nearest. Anyway, so we get a chance to see Bill Paxton being the offensive human being that he's going to be for the rest of this fucking film. We also get a chance to see Maria Conchita Alonso kick him in the nuts. What the fuck?
Not kick.
She grab and squeeze.
Now, there's going to be a part in this movie where we have to talk about her And I'm going to ask a question. So we've already seen she's got a pretty good relationship with Hardigan. She's got a pretty good relationship with Danny. She doesn't really have a great motherfucking relationship with Lambert, which is Bill Paxton. So when I bring this question up later on, you will understand why I brought it up, because somebody did this. But anyway, so they are now realizing that the Colombians were killed by somebody, but they just don't know who. And then they're told to stay off the fucking case by the captain, fucking Davy or Heidelman, because Peter Keyes is coming. Ladies and gentlemen, Gary fucking Busey.
And he was Times Man of the Year, most pretty boy. He was People's Most Pretty Man that year.
Wait a minute.
Was he? I did not know that.
Yes. He was
wow.
Times
Really?
Most Gorgeous Man that year.
Gary Busey was sexiest man alive that year?
Yeah, that's what it is. Sexiest Man Alive. Yeah.
Stop. No.
Yeah.
Busey?
Really?
Gary Busey.
I mean, he was
I know.
mildly entertaining in Silver Bullet, but I wouldn't call him the sexiest man alive. There's
Yeah.
sexier. There are sexier men in this chat right now than he ever was.
Got a pair of socks that I wore every fucking day straight, and they smell like asshole that are prettier than fucking Gary Busey in 19-something. What the fuck? Gary Busey?
Look that shit up. Go ahead. Call me out on it.
Oh my God.
Wow.
I'm not
That's-
going to call you. I'm not going to call you out on it, but I mean, like, y'all remember Surviving the Game with Ice-T?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
And Gary Busey was in that. He did the whole like crazy story at the dinner table and freaking
Fuck, I
Ice-T
forgot
out.
about that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then Ice-T like effed them all up with the late great Rucker Hauer.
Yes.
You know, fantastic movie, by the way. But
Rucker Hauer, I can see being sexiest man alive. Rucker Hauer, in his Blade Runner days, Rucker Hauer was a fine motherfucker. I'm not I'm talking about Blade Runner Nighthawks days. Back
I'd
when
pick him over
Yeah.
Harrison Ford.
thank you. See what I'm saying? But Gary Busey?
Nope. That's like picking your drunk uncle over an underwear model.
Oh my God. Yeah, like that's like Fabio versus, somebody's fucking
Yeah.
brother.
That's like this
Yeah,
guy
he
does.
straight won in 90. He straight won in 92.
It's like anyone picking anyone over or picking my drunk adopted uncle who lives in a van under a bridge in Oregon right now. And I'm not lying. This is a true story. And he fishes for his dinner every day under this bridge and says, I love the Trump tax cuts.
Oh
But
my God. Okay, that's it. That's
at
it.
least he's adopted, at least.
Start lifting weights. That's all I gotta do. Lift weights and just do some crunches. If Gary Busey can be sexiest man alive, motherfucker, I'm walking around here with just a shine on me, like bling. It's Michael B. Jordan, Gary Busey, and me. Like, I'll fuck you, man. No. No, I will not be in a world where I'm sexier than Gary fucking Busey. Fuck out of here with that. Never. Like, pissed now. I am literally pissed now.
Even his son, Jake, has that mutant mouth, like looks like the voice of Sauron. Like
In 2 weeks, you will understand why Jake Busey came up.
Oh,
All the movie we have picked is so perfect. But anyway, so there's going to be a question about Maria
Moving
Conchita
on.
later on. Now, we meet the Jamaican posse. What the fuck are they called?
I don't know.
the-
This is where
the
they pick up
Jamaican-
Mike Hardigan.
Jamaican voodoo posse.
Jamaican
this is
voodoo
what-
posse.
This is where they pick up Mike Hardigan, and
Yeah.
then they drive and the whole like token up stuff.
Yeah.
Fuck not.
want to lay back.
Because King Willie, because we gotta go back.
King Willie.
The Jamaican
God,
posse.
so many innuendos.
Fuck, didn't they just call them stereotypes are us? But listen, I know Jamaicans and I know people that practice voodoo, and none of them look like this. Gold teeth, dreadlocks, silver guns that are all gold, and ganja. Fuck you twice, you raggedy motherfucker. What the fuck were they thinking?
And then
I've got-
with the most, to me, one of the most stereotypical, almost racist, like, you want some ganja, man?
Yeah,
The
I've
thing
got to
is-
go
the
get. I've
thing-
got to go get a refill. But when we get to the whole hoodoo voodoo thing,
mm.
that's very important.
I was
That's
about
very
to jump
important to
that
me.
right now
Oh,
It's
because
very important to me because when I had my religious crisis, when I deconstructed Christianity in my 20s, I studied all kinds of religions, including voodoo, which is really descendant of Ifa or the way of Orissa from
Yes.
Africa.
Yeah.
There's so many different variations of that. I want to talk about that, but I got to go get a refill. I'll be right back.
Go get your
Yeah.
refill. Because
All right.
so with my family being from Jamaica, like
Oh.
I understand that there are certain stereotypes. I get it. I got to take my wife there last year for the first time, so she got to see
But-
some of the more
You got-
again stereotypical tourist bullshit. And when even I'm going, bruh, what the fuck?
Yeah.
you like really this
It's like, come on, man.
I go back to, was there a sale on leather pants? Because the Jamaican voodoo posse have leather pants too. Like, did the Colombians and the Jamaicans start?
And not just that, not just the leather pants, but they had a leather jacket, the
Oh,
whole thing, and all that shit.
they had bones in their dreadlocks. Like, you ragged
Yeah.
Yeah, and
sorry,
you know, if we're going to make stereotypes and we're going to run with this one though, at least Bad Boys did it right with the Haitians and the
yes,
Dominicans.
Yeah.
Because you have Haitian and Dominican religious connotations. You have Haitian Dominicans playing Jamaicans. Like you have island boys. Like call them the Sons of Samdi. Don't claim they're from any island.
Oh my
just
God. Yeah.
and move the hell on with life. But no, you just had to try to make it microcosmed so much that it just oh Lord. Like I remember that was the point where I had to pause the movie, walk into the kitchen, put down
it just
I just put down a drink, just sit there and look at my hands and go, I love my brother. I'm doing this for my brother. And then come back in the living room and keep watching.
I was going to say, put down what 6 shots in
I-
a row.
that was when I realized I'm not editing watch this film at the same time. This is when the Jamaicans started kill. First and foremost, okay, so the white guy's having, stereotypical sex with a very loud. I guess she's Spanish. I don't fucking know what.
Yeah.
She was.
Yeah, just-
Oh, okay.
Um,
So he's having, stereotypical loud sex.
Oh,
And it-
I would like to point out though, that I was super disappointed in this movie. It's an 80s movie. Where is my gratuitous amount of titties in an 80s action film?
no,
one scene. I'm so disappointed in this film.
they ended up covered in blood. So
There were no boobs in this movie.
Yeah, there is.
no, there was one. There was a.
There's the
was a
one
slight-
scene.
The
the
one
one
scene.
scene
The one scene.
where
But
the
it was-
Colombian drug lord is banging out his whatever she was.
I
And
mean,
I'm just like,
I just want to say though too, I didn't do my weekly thing. Here's my shirt.
That was a pure 80s
Choking-
disappointment.
Choking hazard. Anyway,
Nice,
I
nice.
don't think I don't ever see what you did there, buddy. I swear. So the Jamaicans are gonna cut off the girl's head because of course they are, butt naked woman, cut our head off. Yeah. And all of us,
I'm here to take your soul.
yeah,
Bro,
I'm
please.
It's like,
please,
come
just-
on, man. Like,
upside down, stab him. And that's when Jim Bob the Predator decides that's the time he's gonna attack. Again, this is the dumbest fucking predator that has
well,
listen
see,
For
no.
Predator.
Here's the thing. Here, all right.
with ass.
How mad would you be if you're watching two people getting it on? You're about to rub one out, and then all of a sudden they just run up in there and they just mess everything up. How mad would you be?
Oh, so you're saying
that's why Jason kills everybody because they all getting some and he ain't.
That would
No,
explain the whole
because no. Here's the thing: is
teenage
no.
angsty predator. He's a little too horny for his good. He's got his first erection on Earth during a hunting trip, and he's just like, "Here we go. Dad's not here to watch me rub one out. I can, finish this off
Yeah.
because I'm no longer on the spaceship full of all my uncles and cousins. 'Cause that's just weird. Let me just go ahead and get this off."
He said, "Oh shit!
yeah,
Here we go. Here we go. We get some real action now." And
You
then,
know what, IT? You got a
"Oh,
point there.
motherfucker! Now
Do you-
I got to kill all of you because why? You don't ruin everything.
All right, so it probably wouldn't be blue balls since we know they bleed green. So are we calling it like purple? Are we
Green?
going with magenta balls?
Lavender balls.
Lavender balls.
I'm going with lavender balls. Yeah.
Balls. Okay, so he's got lavender balls. Because,
Lavender balls is good.
but think about it. There's not a female Yautja anywhere on this ship. It's
Nope.
just a ship full of
No.
just dudes. And I understand you hunt. Okay, that's great. That's fine. But never like
Hey,
Now-
Hey,
you
that's
see-
why.
Quick-
Hey, that's
quick
why he.
side-
That's
quick
why
side
when he
note.
saw the
What that
thing,
mouth
he had to
do.
rub one out. That's when he saw it, he had to rub one out because hey, he's built up.
Quick question for anyone. I mean, I'm assuming all of you have studied like, Watcha culture, right?
yeah.
It's a matriarchal culture, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Have we ever seen a female Watcha in any of the movies? We
Never.
haven't, right?
Yes.
Remember in the
Yes.
movie,
Yes.
Which one?
Yeah.
AVP.
was there a female one in the movies?
There's a female in AVP.
There was?
Yes. Again, I am that kind of nerd.
The one with the
Of
with
the three.
Lance Henriksen.
Of the
And-
three, the one that actually gives the mercy at the end to the humans
Uh-huh.
is confirmed to be a female.
What?
Oh,
Oh,
when they fight
okay,
together against
okay.
the Queen alien.
Yep.
Yeah.
I
okay.
did not know that. I am marking
Yep.
that down. I'm gonna go check that out. Thank you. Thank you.
And just like Danny Glover said, I mean, he calls him Pussyface for a reason. I mean, what that mouth do, boy?
No, I'm honest with you. I know there was always a lie that was said that if the aliens were to show up and want to live amongst us, give it 3 weeks, and some dude on Earth would try to sleep with one of them. No, if you get a female, I don't
3
give
weeks.
3 weeks.
No,
Give me
man, that
four-
shit.
Give
No,
me 4
man,
shots.
No, dude,
No.
it'll just take 3 weeks because it'll just take that long to talk one of them into sleeping with you.
Hey,
That's what I said. Give me 4 shots.
listen,
I know white people with goats, so I'm not gonna comment on that.
Bro, we've been to Afghanistan and Iraq.
yes, we have, and I'm gonna tell you right now,
That they're bad boys. That those gloves have Velcro.
didn't
That
believe.
people wear knee-high rubber boots.
I did
Well,
not.
at the same time, telling every woman around you to cover your face because we can't be trusted. Around
Big
what?
facts.
Goats?
I did not believe till I was told by an interpreter. I was like, please stop playing. That's not funny. And he was like, no, it's serious. Listen, it's like, oh, okay. Yeah. Don't shake my hand. Just don't touch me. Get over there. Go over there with that shit. But anyway, so I said 3 weeks. The only reason I said 3 weeks because it's going to take us that long to fucking negotiate quarantine shit like that. The moment, because y'all remember the show Alien Nation? Y'all remember the
Yeah.
show?
And the movie that
I love
preceded it?
that.
I
Yes,
don't think I know that one. I'll have to
James-
look that one up.
James Caan was in
Uh,
James Caan and
Mandy Patinkin.
Mandy
Yep.
Mandy Patinkin.
Really?
Yes. James
Yeah.
Caan said the funniest fucking line in that whole goddamn movie. He said, I once saw him rip out a guy's spine and show it to him. I died laughing. James Caan and Mandy Patinkin. And
Yep.
and when the TV show happened,
Oh yeah.
the guy that ended up playing the part that James Caan was playing ends up in a relationship with the alien chick. And in their culture, the men carry the babies, which I was like, okay, cool. So he was
Like seahorses.
Like seahorses.
Yeah, yeah.
so in the show, he even asked her, like, okay, I like you, you like me, we getting ready to do this thing. How is this gonna work? She said, I'll walk you through it. And they ended up having so
And I just want to throw this out there real quick for anyone who doesn't know who Mandy Patinkin is. Hello, my name is Inigo Montoya. You killed my father. Prepare to die.
better to die. Listen, I
And
love
he's absolutely brilliant. And what was the cop show he was in? Not
Criminal Minds.
Criminal
Criminal
Minds.
Minds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Absolutely brilliant in that film or TV
He
show.
was until he quit, and I think
yeah.
someone else took over. Ben from Lost, I think.
I don't remember.
No, Joe Manganiello.
Joe Manganiello.
Manganiello. Yes, him.
Yeah.
He was brilliant in Homeland. I follow the fucking guy on TikTok. That's fun. I follow Mandy Patinkin on TikTok. I think he might follow me back, which is weird. I don't know. But anyway, so
He's awesome. He's awesome.
absolutely the fuck is.
So
So
pretty good Skeletor.
he really did. He really kind of did. But okay, so
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. What? Skeletor and what?
He-Man movie. Masters of the Universe.
No, that was Frank Langella. That
Joe,
was Frank Langella.
Franklin Joe, my bad.
you never
I'm
admit-
fucked up.
don't ever fucking do that. Mandy Patinkin is one thing. Frank fucking Langella or somebody fucking you never fucking miss the fucking thing. You understand me? 90% is one fucking person. Okay? Fucking Frank Langella's a goddamn
Thomas going full fucking Robert
Yes.
De Niro on
Going
you right
Robert
now.
fucking
like-
De Niro. All right, man.
See, I just assumed he was being a Thomas brother stereotype.
No, I'm actually
I think idea about that.
understand me. I'm gonna tell you.
His soul just left his body.
Fucking Frank Langella played Skeletor, he played Dracula, and he played fucking Richard Nixon, motherfucker. Don't you ever fucking forget that shit. You understand?
Frank Langella's 1979 Dracula is one of my favorite versions.
That
And
was-
I'm a Dracula fan. I've got 10, 15 versions of the book. I've got all the Christopher Lee,
I didn't know
Gary Oldman.
he
Chris-
he was the first motherfucking Dracula I saw. And then I went back and saw Christopher Lee, and then I looked at Christopher Lee's background. I'm like, Christopher Lee's the most dangerous motherfucking man that's ever lived. I never want to hear another Chuck Norris story.
He's
never-
literally James Bond. He's literally James Bond.
The
Ian
man-
Fleming was his cousin who wrote the books after him, for Christ's sake. He is literally
Yeah.
James Bond.
find this. Fucking, he was part of a group. And I have got to find the name of this fucking group. It is the
and he was Saruman. He was Saruman in
The
Lord of the
ungentlemanly
Rings.
acts.
That's it. The
The
fucking
office of ungentlemanly acts. He was literally James Bond.
Yep.
fucking Christopher Lee. Chuck Norris looks under his bed for Christopher Lee. That's not. But anyway, so
And let's not forget Count fucking Dooku. But yes, let's move on.
I give it 3 weeks. If the Yautjas were to show up, I give it 3 weeks. However, a female Yautja or not, you can't, I will never ask what their mouth do. I will never, ever. You see them, bro, they got,
You seen them teeth?
I know what that mouth,
Yeah. No. If they only have fangs, they don't actually have teeth. That's an open throat.
I don't give a fuck.
I now have thoughts in my brain I can't erase. Thank you for that.
You're quite welcome. So you got 4 points of protection from the glory hole. That's it.
Oh my God, no. Listen, I would have to look in, and if I said that I'm good, hey man, you know what? Can we cuddle? I need a hug to see
I'd rather cuddle than the alternative. Because
that. Fuck.
there's some damage happening there.
that
I'm
shit
just saying.
break you. That's how you become a eunuch. That I'm pretty sure that's how they made Varys in Game of Thrones. Put your mouth. Go ahead, put it in there. Put it in there. Put it in.
Oh, wait a minute. So if I want to, go full GRS, like I just need a watcha, right?
That's all you need. Yeah.
There
And
you
then
go. You got it.
the infant. Okay, so come in, they try to kill the woman, and Jim Bob, the dumbest fucking predator, starts killing them. And we get yet another sight of shooting where this motherfucker is not. You see your friend with 2 swords through his fucking chest. Why are you shooting but next to this motherfucker? Shoot the guy that's got the fucking thing in the guy's ribs. That is a plot hole to me.
That's what I was talking about.
And with
That's
the huge
that's
plot
one of the
hole on
things I
this
was
one.
talking about. That instance right there. You see the claw. You see where he is at. Why
My
are
other
you
one
shooting
with
all
that one
over here?
is so you're gonna blast out all the windows of this skyscraper. Okay, cool. Let's just assume you are literally the worst shot that God has ever put on this planet. Except, and here's the thing: is bullets don't magically stop once they break glass, and you've dumped 300 or 400 rounds into the city. Now I get that LA is a Craptolian shithole at this point, but you think that there would have been a newscaster report on the fact that it was raining dead hookers with the amount of ammo that came out that fucking skyscraper.
Talk about
I can't with this anymore.
downtown Los Angeles with all them fucking skyscrapers. You shoot bullets out of every fucking window in that damn skyscraper, and you don't hit not. Please, there is a woman cleaning up an office in a building right next to you that got a fucking bullet in her ass, and she's just there. I work third shift. I got shot. Like, what the fuck?
Honestly, the best part about this though is it would end the Hollywood SAG writers and actors strike because it would have smoked half of them.
Oh, no, it would have killed.
It would have been no need to cross the picket line. The picket line no longer exists.
It doesn't exist.
Yeah. No, they're striking it. Oh my God, Black Lives Matter.
Wait, somebody cut the trees down so they have to stand in the sun.
Oh God! Oh God!
I can't breathe.
At one point was just showing off. He shot the guy with the fucking hook in the head and blew his goddamn brains out, and the shit went up in the roof. That was Jim Bob showing off. Because Jim,
Yeah.
the guy couldn't have been no more than what, 5'7", 5'8", and Jim Bob was probably crawling on the ground like, watch this shit, watch this shit, watch this shit. Like Jim Bob was showing off.
I like how he nets the first guy.
Oh my God.
And he's just like, look, I'm Spider-Man.
Spider-Man, here's my whip. Pow.
He's out here taking out people like Spock did on the subway with the guy playing the boombox. You know, like yeah, good for you, buddy.
No.
He was showing off, and then the girl like sat there and watched the whole fucking thing, butt naked or not. If I see some shit like that where a bunch of Jamaicans are shooting all over the place and they're still getting murked, I'm leaving. What'd you see? Nothing, motherfucker. I don't know what was up there, but whatever the fuck it was, it killed everybody. Everybody up there.
Here we go with the bear in the woods again.
Which one?
Here we go with the bear in the woods.
Oh my! You know what I'm saying? I need white people to think like black folks. If we're in the woods and the bears in the woods, we're not in the goddamn woods no more. If you,
yeah, I'm sorry, we're dumb. I as an advocate, I just have to say we're dumb. We're dumb. I'm sorry, we're dumb.
Just got a fucking knife in his chest. Why are you still there? Okay, so the Jamaicans start releasing you because they're trying to fight for their goddamn life because they can't hit nothing for shit. And this, whatever the fuck it is killing them, is showing off. Why are you here, Ike? I'm leaving. Ooh, time.
We're still here because we think this could be a viral video on TikTok.
I could understand hiding, you know, whatnot, because the bullets flying and all that shit everywhere like that. But you can't crawl.
You can't. Thank you. You can't crawl. What?
You can't crawl.
I mean,
so I am going to go on this one. And Thomas, back me up on this.
Okay, good.
Back me up on this. How many times when you watch a firefight happen when we were downrange and you get that person in their first firefight that locks up?
It happens.
Now, see, I can understand that too.
It happens a lot. And so let's say that you are a drug lord's random hookup for the night. Because there's no indicator that she was some main bitch that has been there. She is just the poor one that got pulled off the street to get railed out by King Combo. And now she is watching her guy get strung up and his heart cut out. And then Inviso Demon slaughtered these motherfuckers when.
No. Okay, I'm gonna put it to you like this. If you are a hooker in that Los Angeles, no. You could crawl the fuck
that's probably not
out.
your first
You're
gunfight. That's not your
for
first
shit.
gunfight.
You're not freezing for a
Yeah.
goddamn thing.
This ain't the
If
first
you are a
shitty
hooker-
situation you've been in. But I'm no.
All right, you got the argument. You got the fight on that one.
Let's say she's not a hooker. Let's say he just met her at a club. You know.
Okay. Yeah.
All right, just random ass
girl he
club
brought home.
girl.
Hi, I'm Anna. Hi, I'm Tony Montana. I want to put this thing in you. Want to go back to my apartment? Okay. Cool. You go back. You're there simply to get nailed. When the death shit starts happening, why don't you leave? I have no investment.
You ain't got paid yet.
Fuck out here. No. Listen, I'm speaking.
I'm just saying that if I see a
Still
chance
haven't got that dollar bill yet.
I am speaking.
I am a fairly straight, most days white guy, but $20 is $20. If I'm in a drug pinned hangout, you better believe that I'm just gonna be like, hey, you know what? Does he really need that sack of cocaine?
Can I say this? Can I say this? I'm a fairly not straight trans white woman. Okay. And when I'm getting some, I'm all about it. But even though I'll go look at the bear around the corner, if that shit happens, even my white ass is gone. I'm out. See ya. Sorry. It ain't that important. I can go home and do it myself. Thanks. I'm out. Bye.
Oh shit, Gretchen, I love you, Gretchen.
Elevator out to motherfucker. I'm saying the same fucking thing. I'm sorry. Don't get me wrong. I love getting laid just as much as the next person. But if number one, if a bunch of people come to kill her, I got nothing for you. You ain't got to cut my head off. Just do whatever the fuck they tell you to do. You get a knife in your chest. I'm already divested. You're dead, so I don't have to be here anymore. And then when the motherfuckers that killed you start to get killed, I don't see a need for me to be here anymore.
He's like,
No.
oh, well,
No.
that's my cue.
No.
And I think
I
right
was
is
just here
outside.
I was just here to blow off some steam, and y'all fucked it up. I'm out.
I'm
Later.
out.
I gotta go. Gotta go.
But if she wasn't there, then who would? And I can't think of her freaking name because fuck that dumb bitch. Like our actress who can't speak, she wouldn't be able to show off her inability to speak English because the only thing that she did useful the entire time was the one line translating the Spanish.
That's it.
That was the only positive moving forward thing she does in the entire thing, except for being pregnant, which I know we're still trying to get to. But
Wait, we are not there yet. Don't you even?
We're not there yet. We're not there yet.
So King Willie sends these guys, they kill the fucking guy, then the predator kills them. And then Hardigan, once again, shows up. And Hardigan and Danny and, oh my God, what is this one? Leona with her bad ass.
yeah, Leona, I can't even remember what her name was, for God's sake. I
Yeah.
can remember random hooker lines in the police
Oh.
station. I cannot remember Leona's name. That is how much I hate her.
Fuck, she was fucking the fuck. So he shows up, he gets mad.
Oh shit.
But Hardigan says, okay, Danny, I want you to sneak around back and see what you can find. Then he sends
Danny boy.
Yeah, Danny boy. Then he sends fucking Lambert, aka Bill Paxton. He sends him to tail Keys because Keys done picked up the woman that saw this bullshit and took the bitch away. Danny goes up, he finds a hook. Here is another plot hole. What in the fuck did Danny do to get killed? Why did Danny get asked to spine? Why did he get that?
He's the one who should have survived.
Yeah.
So the predator rules.
He was just looking around.
He was just there.
Looking around.
But he's a cop with a gun. And that was the predator rules. As long as they're armed,
fuck that.
they qualify
But
as
armed
active prey.
versus brandishing a firearm. What's the difference?
Being like,
Yeah.
Very much so, because here's the one thing too. So you had the other guy. So the scene we're going to get to later in the subway, the people that got smoked weren't brandishing. Not all of them were. But there's a very subtle line that Danny Glover says that's, oh my God, they were all armed.
okay, hold on. Wait a minute.
He does mention that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, but when we get to that,
And they make that same observation in Predator 1.
I think it's funny that the senseless death in the original Predator was a guy named Billy, and the senseless death in this motherfucking Predator is a guy named Bill. We will get to this. I promise you.
Wow, I didn't put that together.
The death that don't make no fucking sense in the whole damn thing, bruh. Anyway,
If your name is Bill, get the fuck out of this movie. Whether it's
Your
your
name is
real
Bill.
name or your character name, get the fuck out of Predator movies. Bill is dead. Bill's
Billy
fucked.
Kid, get the fuck. I would never do one of these fucking films. I'm glad my name is Thomas and not William, because hey, Billy, I'm want to do a
Said,
Predator.
oh shit.
Oh, shit, another Billy. Okay, so
Hey, do you remember that uncle I talked about, the adopted uncle?
Yeah.
You know what his name is?
What?
William.
It's Bill.
Oh my God.
I'm not lying. I'm telling the truth.
See, I assumed his name was
I'm an
Chris.
honest woman. I'm telling
I
you the
assumed
truth.
I assumed his name was Chris. Because if you're gonna live
No.
down by the river, I just always assumed his name was gonna be Chris.
He's
No,
living in
no.
a can.
No,
down
it's Bill.
by the river.
Okay, so Danny gets killed, and they bury that motherfucker fast.
Quickness. Honestly, it makes sense though. With that kind of shithole LAPD, you know they have an expedient line to the graveyard. They got the 21 gun salute on auto record. Like they got that shit down
I'll
into
say
an
this.
assembly line.
And they blame
Okay, whoever runs a funeral home there, it must be a multimillionaire.
That
Oh yeah.
God, especially that week. That week he buried everybody, and then it was like
Yeah.
he was trying to
The guy running that funeral home is Barry fucking Allen. Like, boom, done.
It's like, oh shit, gotta dig another hole.
Done.
And ironically, somehow it was still Ezra Miller.
Oh,
We went there.
oh my God, we
We missed you. We missed you last show. Stevie. We missed you.
oh my God, fucking Ezra Miller. Anyway, so they buried Danny really fast. They blame Hardigan for whatever fucking reason. Danny was in there, you know. I mean, I get it, I understand. He sent him, but why are you blaming him? So Hardigan hems up fucking Peter Keys, aka Gary Busey, and I'm surprised Gary didn't beat his ass.
Well, and in the funeral scene or the burial, it's the whole like, do you want some candy with the little kid with the gun, like plastic gun?
Yeah.
I saw a ghost,
So,
mommy.
so I actually know why Gary Busey did not beat his ass in that scene.
Love to know.
I like 100%. I have and this goes back to my alternate reality. He flashed into the Lethal Weapon reality and was looking for Regs over his shoulder.
Oh my
Like that was what it was. He's just like, wait. I remember this. This is when the psycho white guy breaks out and beats my ass. I remember this.
But despite Mel Gibson being an anti-Semitic piece of shit, how awesome would this movie have been if it was a Lethal Weapon sequel?
If it
would
was
have been
Even just like a cameo.
because
Just
Yeah,
like, just
even
like,
a cameo.
hey,
Yeah,
even a cameo.
Yeah, like in Maverick when Danny Glover
'Cause, I
randomly
mean,
shows
that
up in
was-
Maverick.
I'm gonna tell
yeah,
you,
because that was during a time when
Yeah.
he wasn't problematic.
it would
Yeah, he
not.
wasn't problematic yet. He was still awesome at that time.
It would not
Yeah.
have mattered. It would not have mattered because the Predator, Jim Bob would have killed fucking Riggs for no goddamn reason whatsoever, and Riggs wanted to die anyway.
We
It
find out that
The
Predator
Predator
is
been
Riggs.
like,
Yeah.
Riggs, you got bad hair. I gotta kill you. You got
It would-
bad hair.
Yeah,
Sorry.
it would have been a
Oh,
waste.
he really did back then. too.
Riggs!
God.
You got 80s hair. I gotta put this out of its misery.
That mullet needs my foot down.
That mullet's gotta go. Only white people can come up with a mullet.
Oh my God, Jim Bob would have came out with that fucking mullet or would have grabbed Riggs by the back of his head without a fucking mullet and stabbed shit out his ass, and he'd be like, "Thank you." Like, come on, man. Like,
And Joe Pesci is somehow slides into it screaming, "No!"
Oh my god.
like, okay, so they bury Danny. Danny Glover, or I'm sorry, Hardigan goes to see him, and
Hard
that's
again.
why is the Predator fucking following fucking Hardigan? Like, motherfucker, you had a chance to kill this son bitch on a roof. You didn't want to do it. Fuck you following him for? Why are you following this man? Like, this is weird. Like, this
Is he mad though?
And I
is
don't understand. It's like why
Bit of a
why do
grudge.
the whole thing
Like,
and
you
giving
saw
him,
me on the roof, motherfucker. I think I need to
Yeah.
follow you around. I don't trust you.
he's on some real Eminem stand
Yeah.
shit.
Dear Mike, but you still ain't calling. I said,
Like what the
Yeah.
like? I'm here visiting my man who you already killed. Why are you all in?
want some candy?
So the only thing that could have made that scene better,
saw
The-
ghost.
the only thing that could have made that scene better is if the Predator had been wearing a black veil holding an umbrella.
Oh,
Like that is the only thing that could have made that scene better because it's like, oh no, there's a tall, mysterious stranger at my
Oh,
funeral
shit.
You
overlooking
see that shit?
me.
No, he'd had his invisible thing on. He said, "Yo,
So-
there was a damn veil and a fucking umbrella just floating for no fucking reason. You see that shit up there?
No.
Yo.
So it would be
Hey,
so it would have to get the rain.
smoking.
You have to get the rain because every good funeral needs rain, and we see that water makes his optical camouflage stop
Yeah.
working for some reason in this movie. I don't know, that one never gets explained.
That
And so
yeah.
you would just see him like flickering in and out, just
lover
holding
sit-
the umbrella, looking at his lost lover.
he's like,
Said,
sorry, Danny, I didn't mean to get you killed. And he looks around. There's a fucking umbrella with the fucking electronic shit flickering and shit, and it's the Predator. Like, what?
All right,
Want some
candy? angry.
What's some
I need you to
candy?
do your computer wizardry shit and put that in the movie. I need this to happen. We both know it's not that I'm not capable of doing this shit, but you got that wizard shit on your side to handle this.
Don't do it, because it's gonna be fucked up. and then we're gonna like literally.
So I'm already debating on whether or not if I should do like the last at the end when he's chasing when Hardigan is chasing Jim Bob and putting that to the fucking Benny Hill theme song.
Okay. The kid has a plastic gun. It offers him some candy and he records it. That's odd.
That's
Like
weird.
again, this is the stupidest fucking Why is kids getting a chance to see you and offer you candy? You are an assassin. You are a hunting assassin, but you got enough time to have a kid go, want some candy? And you know why you got offered the candy? Because you're chasing a man in the fucking in a goddamn cemetery.
Dear Slim, I wrote you, but you still ain't called.
Like,
So the
And
first
no one
part-
else can see you except this kid.
The part about
It's
this that
just
even
like,
annoys me
want
even
some candy?
further.
Yeah,
The
fuck
part
that
about this that
shit.
annoys me even further is we see this dystopian hellhole
that is
where automatic weapons are everywhere, like gun violence, everything are super, super prevalent. And
Oh
you
my
give
God.
this
It
kid,
was 2023.
you give this kid a toy Mac 10. Come on, obviously those things are cheap enough. You can give him the real thing. I mean, if you're going
I
to
know,
give this
right?
kid a gun, train him right.
what
I know.
Why
I
did
mean,
why did his parents stop in the cemetery in the first place? Because they were a little bit too excited to tell this kid to stay in the car. Apparently, them parents was trying to get in. They was gonna get it in the cemetery. Somebody has a kink. You know what I mean?
And this kid is just jumping out with his plastic gun, like,
And then
why?
like
yeah, either a kink or they're picking up dope.
They're picking up dope. You just nailed it. Yeah, they're picking up dope. Cops don't go to cemeteries unless they're burying one of their own. So
I mean,
What's the difference between a crackhead and a cokehead? What part of town you're in? The average price of the neighborhood.
oh my God. We are the most absurd people on the planet.
stay in the car. Stay in the car, damn it.
Mommy needs her fix. Stay the fuck in the car.
Fucking car, you son of a bitch.
I will roll these windows up and lock you in here, goddamn it. It's 114 degrees. We're gonna celebrate those eight.
car now.
Hey, you know what? That's the easiest way to do an eight-year abortion.
Oh, got people dying.
Well, according to Republicans, that happens every day. You know, oh, I don't like my 7-year-old. A 7-year-old, let's abort them. Yeah, I'm done. I'm out.
Chuck E. Cheese, I think pick up the coke in
Honestly, though, I'm pretty convinced those parents were trying to kill him. Like, they didn't leave that car run. They didn't have the AC going. You know it's 115 degrees. Like, they were just trying to bake that boy. They're all like, we can't handle this kid. It's too much responsibilities. This place is a shithole. We shouldn't be raising him in this environment anyways. Let's just cook him, and we're already in the funeral home. We could just drop him in one of the open graves because we're speed running him anyways.
I mean, besides, we got these keys of coke, and it's not going to fit him and the coke in there too.
Hey,
So, I mean,
absolutely, yeah. It's a station wagon.
And
We should
besides,
fit the kid and the cocaine.
and besides, we'll be back and pick him up later. I mean, if not, then I mean, he's right there.
kid in the car. They were hoping he was getting kidnapped. They were like, what about
I'm going to reiterate the claim. We are not going to get through this movie. We're not going to do it. If we do, I'm going to be shocked. Because it's so absurd. We're so absurd. This movie is so absurd. Everything is absurd. Life is absurd.
Can we
Want
warp
some
to
candy?
so can we warp to the fact that Gary Busey is supposedly a PhD in this film? Can we just warp to that?
Right?
Can we just warp to that he got his PhD at 20 in astrophysics and outer cellular biology.
No,
20.
no,
Adam Baldwin said.
Very fucking Busey.
Adam Baldwin. Said,
no. The only
God.
degree that Gary Busey has is chemistry, and that's adding vodka to Coke. Or
And he failed that, obviously.
obviously, because vodka and Coke is awful.
he put the wrong color. That's what
Yeah, he said vodka and Coke is awful, so he just said, "Fuck the Coke."
it was. Vodka.
He's had a different kind of Coke.
Yeah.
Fuck
yeah.
the Coke.
Gary's just like, vodka and Coke is disgusting. I'm going to try vodka and Cool Odds. Let's see how this works.
Quaaludes.
He's the only person that ever fucking roofie himself and still not get lucky.
God, okay. All right. Okay. So,
Help me. I can't breathe. I can't breathe.
all
I'm
right.
dying. I need CPR. Hey, someone help me.
I got tears in my eyes. All right. So Eddie Glover goes and sees fucking King Willie, which can we get any more stereotypical for a Jamaican name? Like
Willie.
King Willie. Even like get the fuck out of my face with the King Willie shit. Get the fuck on.
Hey, at least he had him throwing bones.
I'm
Oh,
sorry,
wait,
the greatest
never mind.
fucking name
Never-
ever. That's the greatest name ever, King Willie.
Willie, who is Lockhart. For those of you who don't know who the fuck Calvin Lockhart is, Calvin Lockhart was a very attractive man in the fucking. Calvin Lockhart was a fine motherfucker. I'm saying it because I've heard it from older people. It was Calvin Lockhart and Leon Isaac Kennedy in the 70s. Fuck you with this bullshit. Y'all got him in the worst Jamaican wig I've ever seen in my life. Why did they put Mufasa's whole face and mane on the back of that man's head? Why did you do this?
And this is where I want to make a serious point. This is where I want to make a serious point.
Go ahead.
So in my 20s, when I was deconstructing myself from my Christian upbringing, I studied many religions, the Abrahamic religions, Buddhism, Taoism, Hinduism, Shinto, Hoodoo, Ifa, all that stuff. Now, Hoodoo is derivative from the way of Ifa from African religions. And I chose not to follow that because I am not African. It's not something that
Gretchen,
I should.
I'm telling you right now, if you had told me that your personal God is a Nazi, I would have been like, I love you more than you will ever understand.
But my point is the voodoo that is being perceived in this movie or portrayed in this movie is very movie version voodoo, like quicksand. Things that don't really exist, but we think they do.
It's offensive as a fan of blaxploitation films. I was offended by this.
You should be.
It was
how
the most offensive of the offensive shit that you could get.
When Supernatural, a show that is so white that I've seen Milk that had more melanin in it, gets hoodoo and voodoo more correct than a movie that has a black main character and should. And fucking Supernatural gets this shit right.
Supernatural so white as
as compared to this.
Exactly.
Again,
And
I love New Orleans. I love that city. I love the Caribbean. I grew up down there. Dominican Republic, Haiti, Jamaica. I have seen it firsthand. It's my cousin's religion. It is their way of life. It is not my practice, but it is my family's. And so I have been around it. And when I'm sitting here going, oh, for the love of God and all things good and holy, what the actual.
And that's why I've embraced my Germanic heritage and my pagan practices, because when I was looking into different religions, hoodoo was created by enslaved people.
Yes, it was. Yes,
it was. And I have no right to study or practice that.
But it's just it. You guys can go there. I'm going here. Calvin Lockhart was part of the fucking absolute best fucking scene in a blaxploitation film I've ever seen.
No doubt.
And John Amos met in Let's Do It Again for that first fucking time. And John Amos said, because he was Biggie Smalls. This is where the Notorious B.I.G. got his first name from. When he was originally Biggie Smalls, he got it from this fucking movie. John
He-
Amos plays Kansas City Mac because he played for the Kansas City Chiefs at one point. So they meet. These are two gangsters. And fucking Calvin Lockhart, he comes up to him, he says, well, if it isn't Shuffle Along Mac and his old time darkies, which I'm fucking laughing. And goddamn Kansas City Mac, John Amos gets up and says, big as smalls. Your mama's still working at them $10 houses. And they get ready to get into it. They get ready to get into it. Calvin Lockhart has got the baddest fucking suit on, and he says, one day I'm going to climb all over you. And that's when John Amos utters the line that I have been quoting ever since I saw this movie. He said, they didn't take more guts than you got, Biggie. You got to bring ass to get ass. I remember, and I'm sitting there going, this is Calvin Sexy Man Lockhart with Mufasa's head. The top part of Mufasa's head and the mane on his head as a fucking voodoo king named King Willie. You raggedy motherfuckers. You sorry bastards. Like, the Thomas brothers owe me for that. There's where money comes.
And I just want to say,
Cobra King.
Oh my God.
I just want to say that,
and the worst Jamaican accent I've ever heard.
it was bad. It was
Yeah.
bad. But I want to say this:
Yeah.
Calvin Lockhart rolled bones better than the namesake from the movie Willow.
Like, come on. Come on.
Just like throwing the bones down, like,
Oh, it's about that.
he's from the other side. You know,
If you don't stop it, we have heard
Yeah.
speak, you raggedy motherfuckers. Like, the Thomas brothers owe me for that. And I'm
you can't kill what you can't kill.
Uh,
Like, mother.
Hold
on.
he tells Hardigan this, and then Hardigan leaves.
Yep.
And then the Predator shows up because, again, the Predator is following Jim Bob for whatever. Jim Bob is following fucking Danny Glover throughout this whole fucking film. Now I think it's a crush.
and one of the only
yeah.
cool scenes in the movie with the footsteps in the puddle, like boom,
And
boom.
I just realized
boom.
I just realized it. I just realized what the accents are.
what?
That is a white
Fake?
person explaining what a Jamaican accent sounds like to a black guy who's never heard one before. That is a white guy from Nebraska explaining to a black guy who grew up in KC what a Jamaican accent sounds like.
Well, I'm a white girl from Ohio who went to Mexico once and befriended my bartender at my resort, and they didn't talk in the typical Mexican accent.
Kid,
Like, they were
Ohio,
just like,
Gresham?
I know
they were just like, "Hey, what's up? I'm in
Gresham,
Columbus."
I know
You're in
Jamaica.
Columbus, is that where you're from?
Yes.
Oh no shit. I'm from Akron.
Oh, awesome! You're like 2 hours from me.
Look at
If
that.
that.
Hey,
We make a connection. Like,
Yeah, I literally drove through your town last week. That was why I couldn't get on the show. I was driving through Columbus, headed back down to Alabama.
Next time you're here, stop by. Let me
Shit,
know.
I'll swing in.
Text
Didn't
me.
even know.
I'll buy you a drink. I'll take you to dinner.
all right. So first off,
Hey, I'm a classy bitch.
I'm a classy fucking bitch too. Thank you very much.
first and foremost, send Jim Bob's ass out there with that defective ass fucking equipment. The Predator in the fucking first movie had rain on top of him and shit, and his shit never fucked up. It wasn't until he fucking fell off to some shit in the fucking water, and he and
He
fixed.
broke his thing. He broke
Does it
Yeah.
explain why water
It broke,
fucks
yeah,
with
that's why
him
it
in
showed.
this one?
This one is walking through the water and it's fucking chin. I'm telling you, Jim Bob's uncles knew he was the shit. They sent his ass out there with the most defective fucking shit.
they all probably looked around, they gathered around there and said, "Look, hey, watch.
This was my
We give 'em the fucked
granddaddy's
up ones.
camo.
We gonna
and
give 'em
I'm
the fucked up
passing it
ones.
on
Yeah,
to you now.
exactly. It's like when you give the first kid, like, this is a 410 single shot. You don't get a real gun yet. This is a 410 single shot, and if you can get a deer, then we'll upgrade you. This is the 410 single shot of Predator equipment.
Because I think
That's
we can
why
all
he has the
agree-
Spider-Man webs.
We can all agree the Predator in the first Predator movie was a seasoned hunter.
Yes,
Yeah.
he was.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
knew what he was doing. He knew what he was doing. Jim Bob
Hey,
is
give me-
like
I'll be
Jim
back in
Bob's
just a
just
second,
getting
guys."
hair on his.
Does it-
Jim Bob's just getting hair on his pubes.
Jim Bob has a fucking a cat skull on his belt. Like that's as far as he's got. He's killed one cat. That motherfucker was
And it put up a hell of a fight.
and I guarantee you that cat whooped his ass before he did it too. Because Jim Bob idiot. Jim
I killed a squirrel once. I'm not an apex predator.
Jim Bob thought he was ready because he knocked off this one Siamese cat. And that cat was like, come on, bitch. Come on. Speaking of
My aunt, I was just talking about this earlier. My aunt had a Siamese cat. It was 20 pounds named Beauregard. And it used to kill and drag raccoon corpses to her patio.
shit. That's probably
God damn.
So
Jim
nerd,
Bob is getting fucked up by Beauregard.
Angry, I need you to do me a favor.
What's that?
I see that Elder Scroll hanging up on your wall in the background. I need you to pull it open and let me look at it. That way it wipes my memory of this goddamn like that's how we're gonna end this series from now on. Because I didn't see it when we did the Snyderverse. Like I'm going to need you just to re-wipe me at the end of each movie and then send me a
minute.
text.
Who are you talking to?
Oh, Angry's
Angry.
Yeah,
Okay.
he has an Elder Scroll hanging
I
off
was
the
gonna
background.
say
from Skyrim.
I was gonna say that's Batman, and I painted that.
No, that one's beautiful. But yeah, Angry's Elder Scroll he's got back there. I need you to wipe
And
my
and
memory.
there's my Jerry Rice. There's my Jerry Rice, my favorite football player of all time.
Listen,
Love Jerry.
Gretchen's trying to tell us something. She's got Batman and Jerry Rice in the same vicinity. She's trying to tell us something. She's trying to tell us.
Hey, have
that
you
I
ever
don't-
seen Batman and Jerry Rice in the room at the same time? Yeah, I didn't think so.
Have not.
Yeah.
That's what that's what
Exactly.
Gretchen's trying to tell us something. Jerry Rice is Batman. But anyway, so Calvin Lockhart, aka King Willie, decides this is the time you won't fight. First and foremost, let's talk about the fact that this thing jumped from the top of a building. If you can jump from the top of a building and I don't hear you splat, I'm not fighting you. I gotta go. King Willie,
And
that's like a normal person.
he pulled out a wooden skewer. Like,
A
look
fuck-
at me with my little stick.
he got a stick.
Yeah.
He's got a whole ass stick.
I'm a trans woman, and I've got bigger weapons than that.
Listen, I got a truck. I will run you the fuck over. I'm not sick. It jumped off the top of a building and made a big splash in a puddle in an alley. And you think your little funky ass Cobra sword is gonna do something against that?
No.
he really
Nope.
did black person I've ever met in my life.
Again,
I will
I'd like to point
I will
something.
applaud his bravery. I will applaud his bravery.
Fucking
But
stupid.
Again, I'd like
You're
to
Oh, we're
point
stupid.
doing this now. 1 second.
Like, I have one of those. And
Yeah.
you know what I use this for?
What?
Walking the fuck away from fights. Because if you're in goddamn hell, I'm going to swing on anybody with it. You are a quite legendary dealer of drugs and arms and prostitution. Your crew has already been shown to have M86s, M60s.
Yeah, we're doing
full
this
lines.
now. Is that what we're doing?
Yeah, no, I was just saying that I would never use this to ever be in a fight with anything beyond a cockroach.
Yeah, but this is a better sword than King Willie had.
Yeah.
And I'm trained in it. I've studied it. You know,
Not a chance in hell.
you studied King Willie?
I have
I have studied-
Kenjutsu. Yeah.
Miss
Kenjutsu.
Gretchen has studied
Okay.
that King Willie.
I
Yes, she's been a firm believer of the King Willie school of.
Oh, I'm a big fan of Willie. Oh, wait a minute. Did I say that?
in front of a microphone. I
don't give two shits.
It
Fuck
makes-
the world.
Ugh.
I am a study of putting the car in drive. If I see some shit fall off a fucking roof, I'm running you the fuck. Oh, because I don't care what you are. If you can knock off my truck, you can have it. Because at that point, it's probably time for me to die.
Again, you and I are combat veterans. We have seen acts of superhuman strength. I have seen things that I will never be able to explain. Some of my fellow soldiers doing things to save us and our fellow battle buddies. And I have seen what can happen in the worst conditions. If I see a motherfucker go 15 stories, Superman land, and start giggling while walking at me, I'm not taking a cane sword. I'm taking an F-150, putting a brick on the accelerator, aiming it at you, and heading the opposite direction at an incredibly rapid pace.
My truck be in drive, my ass will be in reverse. I'm going back the other mother. Now, again, if
No, with me, all of you see would be like you remember like in the Looney Tunes,
yeah.
you see the smoke, the outline smoke.
Oh,
I'm pouring
That's it.
gasoline on styrofoam and pouring it into a jar and lighting it on fire and throwing it at you.
Yeah.
No, we're done. We're done.
He cuts,
I'm
he,
done.
he cuts off Willie's head,
Complete prejudice.
which again,
Which is a really cool scene though. The screaming, the Willie screaming transitioned into him carrying his head. That is one of the better scenes in the movie. The graphics are still terrible. The graphics
only
are still
thing Jim
terrible.
Bob did that was good. The only thing
it was
Jim Bob did was
great,
good.
great visual effect.
Yeah.
You know,
but Jim
shitty head, but great visual effect.
asshole, he's a dumbass because the rest of them go ass. The other predator will kill you, stick their hand up your ass, and rip your spine out. Jim Bob got to be the one to cut a motherfucking head off. Bitch, this is not Highlander. What are you doing? The fuck? He pulled out.
That not only that is that he didn't go from the ass on it. He went from the top and pulled the head out from there.
I like
he did. He would always do it scorpion style and actually grab him by the back of the neck and rip him up. He didn't actually do it asshole to spine. But actually, that is an interesting point. And Thomas, I think you have the answer to it. Well, Foss's head was just so goddamn heavy, sitting on top of his with that wig, is that he just had to decapitate him. He wouldn't be able to keep it all together if he pulled his spine out.
He got the spine halfway out and was like, fuck him.
Son of a
I mean that was at least 15 pounds of fake dreads.
And then
At least the predator knows you don't touch a black person's hair. At least they know that.
I didn't even think
good
about
point. That was
you just don't do it. You don't do it.
You know what, Miss Gretchen, that is absolutely right. Again, this is just proof the Thomas brothers understood what Utopia in LA should look like by 97.
in here. They were like, all right, so we go spine, right? No, we can't go
No, we can't do that with him because it's gonna fuck up his hair. All right, so we're just gonna cut straight off.
Well, it reminds me of a time I was at work and I was in line at the concession stand during lunch. And some white girl's like, I don't know why I can't touch black girl's hair. And this black girl who was in line was like, because we don't want you to touch my fucking hair. And then she's like, well, I don't feel that way. Do you feel that way? She looks at me like, do you like it when people touch your hair? I'm like, I don't give a fuck.
Bitch,
that's their thing. It's not my thing.
Thomas,
leave me out of it. Leave me out of it.
Complained when I've petted your head, though.
Because you've never my head. Of yours, so there's that. Anyway, now we get
that's just not culturally acceptable.
We're so stupid. We're so stupid.
So King Willie dies, and now we get dumbest, in my opinion, one of the stupidest two scenes in this fucking film. There's one of the
Here we go.
Aside from how many stupid scenes, but go ahead.
Listen, the subway and that arm. I'll get to that.
Oh my God.
We haven't even gotten to the meat packing district or nothing. We're gonna be here for a minute. But the motherfucking subway. Let's start off with the fact that does harassment on an LA subway. Who still does that?
I am never riding a subway after watching this movie 2 times.
That gang is the only
Oh my God.
whole fucking film. You got the Jamaicans, you got the Cubans, and then you have the United Colors of Bennington attacking people on the fucking train. And they pull out guns.
Admittedly, though, my favorite part of that entire scene is that you have a gang of minorities of all mixed races, like you have Hands Across America gang. Like it is a perfect representation of the melting pot. And all exactly. We are the world of gang violence. And then every single fucking person, every patron of that specific car was a white person over the age of 45, all packing heat. It was a boomer wet dream of what
it was a Second Amendment.
Wait a minute.
That is, I'm assuming how they got the NRA membership in the for that scene is they literally just went through and went Google search old ass white people give them firearms.
That was a conservative cum shot.
Yes, that
really was.
That was the conservative money shot. Let's be
conservative facial.
There, buddy. The eliminator.
And I
See,
say
that's
this
what
as a
happens
white.
when you try that in a small town. That's what
I
happens.
say
That
this
there-
as a
there
white
was.
Gen
that
Xer.
yes.
Yes.
I say this as a white Gen Xer who was, yes, once a member of the NRA.
Oh.
Not anymore. Not anymore.
Not anymore. It's good.
Not anymore. I've grown. I learn because I'm not a fucking dumbass. Because I actually have the ability to absorb new information into my gray matter. And
My God.
and seriously, I say this having grown up in a family where the N-word was part of my family's everyday language. Not my mom and dad. I've never heard them say it, but you know, my extended family, like all the time, and Uncle Bill, who lives under the bridge in Oregon fishing for his dinner. Like, Trump tax cuts, that's so great. Like, bro, you're fucking broke. What the fuck? All right. I mean, I'm sorry. And I'm trans. Even though I'm trans, I'm white and I have privilege. And I acknowledge that.
Mhm.
That's all I'm saying is that, you know, we're all learning, we're all growing.
Yes. Yes. But you got to admit, that was a boomer wet dream. That whole.
Oh,
Now-
yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Here's where the boomer wet
And more so in 2023
Oh,
than it
well,
would have been in 1990.
exactly. In 2020,
Like,
Oh,
in
yeah.
2023, like going back and looking at it now,
You
it
could-
is far more significant going, wow, really? Was that really what we were imagining what it would be like back then?
is this what they thought Los
Yeah.
Angeles would look like? Like, I've
Yeah.
been to LA. It's not like this. It's like everybody,
Yeah, because especially because nobody rides the subway in LA.
they don't. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, number one, the fucking subway's packed, which win. Number two, everybody got a gun. Everybody, grandma got a gun. Grandma got.
Everybody got to come.
Here is where the funny.
Hey, man.
Here's
Granny be packing that heat.
everybody got a gun, and what is the predator's rule? If you got a gun, that's your ass.
Go. You,
That's
you
your-
got a
Dead.
gun, you
You're
gotta go.
dead. You pull your gun. Yeah, I'm fucking you up.
First and foremost, why did the predator turn the lights off? Bitch, you've been walking around here in the daytime with your little fucking the fucking mirror shit on. Why the
You're
all-
fucking invisible. You're fucking invisible. Why do you gotta turn the lights off?
I don't think he does.
Yes,
I know
he-
the lights. I know the lights turned off, but I know it's
No,
'cause
yeah, he
burst-
does. He shoots.
bursts-
He shoots lights out.
Well, he
Yep.
goes through the ceiling, and I know it causes the electrical start to get funky, and they do the warning and everything. The warning lights come on, but I thought it was just the warning light system that was causing the weird lighting.
and then
And is
No,
Bill
dude.
Paxton not the worst shot ever?
Actually,
Oh my
he hits
god.
him. He hits him with every round.
wait a
Boom,
minute.
boom, 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 boom. Yeah, it's all like deflecting off his what? Fishnet?
No, it's the
The
armor.
fishnet?
That's actually where we get the final scene. He still wears armor up until Gary Busey hits him with the liquid nitrogen. That's when he peels his armor off of himself, and it's actually
Oh,
shown in
you're
the
right.
movie.
You're right. Yep.
So Gary Paxton
Yeah.
drills him with 3 full mags, which is again proof that he has better armor than he did have than the first Predator had in the first
But
movie. So
Is
Gary, he lays rounds into him. It just doesn't do shit because he's wearing armor.
what Lambert shot
Mhm.
this motherfucker with 3 whole magazines.
Mags, stop drunk.
Yeah.
The fuck? That's what I mean when I say he useless death in this fucking film. Dog,
And
you
that was easily a 45, right?
30
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It was either a 9mm or a 45. I couldn't quite tell because they never gave us a really good look at it.
No,
But it was a
if-
police. But it
no,
looked like a
this
police
is-
into a
this-
Beretta.
no,
It was
this
Not
is
like
in the 90s.
not
This
like
is in the
Danny
90s, so it's
Glover's
45.
not like Danny
Yeah, so
Glover's
probably a
Desert
45.
Eagle.
and
Yeah,
Danny
exactly.
Glover had a
Yeah.
Desert
Had a
Eagle, so-
deagle the entire time. Yeah. And then my favorite thing though is he pulls that knife up from the gang member, like, I'm gonna die. I know I'm gonna die.
that
Fuck this. Let's do it.
again, that when I say useless fucking while you're pulling that shit, there are
Game
doors,
over, man. Game over.
are doors behind
Yes. Yes.
what in the fuck are you trying to bitch? I'm pulling the knife up, backing up. Bitch, go out the door.
He's in the last cart though. He's in the end.
Oh, there's
Yeah.
a door, motherfucker, ain't it? It'd have
Well,
been
there's
rolling around damn
falling
shit.
out the back.
Yeah.
No, I'd much rather be crippled than dead. Because what
Well,
is happening to him?
It is a great reflection though of the first movie though when you have the Indian from the
But-
platoon standing
Bill-
there on the bridge with
That-
the knife.
That is the Billy Death of Predator
Yeah.
2.
Yeah.
Come on, motherfucker. Watch your Listen,
And then
We covered that. The most useless death in Predator 1.
Yeah.
Billy just like, hey, fuck me, kill
Yes.
me, whatever.
Billy's death in Predator 1 was fucking stupid. It was unnecessary.
Stupid.
This one was necessary, and he had other options. There are windows in that bitch. There's a door. Okay, great. You got the sword. Come on, motherfucker. I'm going backwards.
yeah, at first thing I'm doing is I'm grabbing shit, just backing up while I'm throwing shit.
Honestly, though, I think it actually shows a great character, because as much as he's a misogynist piece of shit and the jokes that he's making and everything else like that, like you get a bunch of behind like the very subtle side text and everything that states that he's a very good cop, that he personally requested this transfer into this area because he wants to do more. Like it's a sign of that when he's just like, look, you know what? Everyone thinks I'm a piece of shit. I get called the Lone Ranger. I'm going to go down on my own terms, swinging and trying to protect my people.
Brad Pitt's character in Seven requested a transfer. How'd that work out for him?
Yeah, exactly.
What's in the box, man? What's in the box?
It's that hero mentality. It's that.
And at the end, he threw a golf ball at him. Like, I've got no bullets left, but I've got a golf ball.
And his pistol. He threw his pistol too. I'm just like, yes.
Yeah, you get that landed in the sandbar.
Yeah, the 45 rounds did nothing. Let me throw this pistol because that'll be the trick.
Wait a minute.
That got him.
Wait a minute. Did the pistol not hurt? I got this golf ball. What the fuck is you?
Yeah, where did that come from? Anyway?
got
Did I miss the significance of the golf ball? Did I miss that?
He had a lucky golf ball. He had a
lucky the golf ball in his pocket. You don't remember that?
Yeah, he was like golf ball.
Yeah, I'm just like, what was the significance of the golf ball? It's like, is there a scene that was cut that I don't remember?
Maria Prego Alonso, Maria Conchita Alonso found the golf ball first before the predator grabs her by the throat, does the view and sees the baby in her belly, and it's like, yeah, I can't kill you. Because
I remember him seeing the golf ball. I remember him pulling it out of his pocket. And it's like, but why are you carrying a random golf ball?
Because again, the most useless death fucking film. It's the Billy Death. I think, you know what? I think
and not only that, because the golf ball also represents the conservative cum shot.
Oh my God.
What else do you need?
Yeah, well, I hate to break it to you guys. You're talking to someone who carries around random balls for no reason. So I need to get over that. But anyway.
There it is.
Just right there, lady.
Bam. And on that one,
today,
I'll be right back. I got to take a 4-minute, 20-second break.
Okay, so we now get to the question.
Okay, I'm back. Did I miss anything?
Okay, so we now get to the question. Maria Conchita.
I'm sorry. I don't mean to ruin this for you all.
She is pregnant in this film, and the predator is the one that actually, kind of reveals it after he grabs her by her fucking throat. Who's the daddy?
Danny.
Fuck no.
It's Danny.
No. I will not go through the rest of my life thinking that Danny Glover's Mike Hardigan.
No, not
Danny the character, not
Danny
Danny. Not Danny.
It's Danny Boy.
Are we sure?
Yes.
It's not Lambert. It's not Lambert, and it's not Hardigan.
Yeah, it might have been Danny's. But why didn't she? Okay, so if that's the case, why come she didn't take Danny's death a little bit harder then?
She did. Didn't you see her letting her know that
we're a
fair. Team and this is family and this is personal and we're going to handle it?
I'm sorry.
That's fair. And if there was an off-screen lover, we weren't privy to it. We weren't,
But honestly, it's one of those ones like, who really gives a rat's fucking ass?
Just think it's fucking funny that she's
not a rat's ass. Don't care.
Not a single one.
Hold on, she's looking.
She went through as much emotional range as she could muster. Okay.
Yeah. Jerry smiled.
Danny's death.
Yeah, Jerry smiled while he died. She turns around. The predator is standing there because, again, Jim Bob is the stupidest fucking Yautja that has ever been created. Again,
she's got the emotional range of a jar of green Play-Doh.
Look,
like not even multiple colors, just one color Play-Doh.
Acting range is a bag of plain ass potato chips. Like I've seen more excitement.
I think
Yeah.
I've heard this expression for white bread with ice.
Oof. Oh,
White bread with ice.
white bread sandwich with another piece of white bread in the middle of it. Yeah, that's all she is. Okay, so Yautja doesn't kill her because she's
That's too spicy.
good, too spicy.
Hey, we didn't put mayo on it.
Oh, so the Yautja doesn't kill her because she's pregnant, but Hardigan shows up and he's like, he didn't kill him, because that's when he discovers, okay, everybody was armed. So he runs around the corner looking for fucking.
My favorite part is he took Lambert's body.
Yes, he took Lambert's body because he had to do. Now he's doing ass to spine. King Willie could only get his head cut off because you couldn't get that mane off the top of it. But hey, I'm gonna dig off in Lambert's ass and take his spine. Rah, and then he dropped.
Hey, Morton Downey Jr. said that, hey, King Willie's head was taken and also his spine was removed. So it was mentioned in the movie.
That's the other thing. So the Yautja had to clean off King Willie's head to get to his skull.
And like polishing it, like
How much? What kind of thing do you think he used to skin that head? Because you can't get past them dreads. Them
Well,
dreads-
there was that thing that he put down on the skull and like.
I'm just saying that I haven't seen that much suction on the tip of a head since last night. The amount of polish that got put on that is something that I am proud to know that I have in my life.
My last lover is not here to comment on that, so I'm going to refrain from comment. So thank you.
Gretchen, and as soon as you said that, Gretchen kind of looked down like, okay, this motherfucker wants some shit.
let me tell you something. Let me tell you something about suction, honey. Anyway,
He saw that one.
You don't know suction.
That hit
no.
up ball one. Okay, so Hardigan.
I'm pretty sure that's the golf ball that goes through the garden hose.
Lord.
Yeah.
Are we putting that movie on the list?
No, we are not. We are not doing Full Metal Jacket. It will never.
No, I don't think so. Yeah.
Vietnam film. I don't give a fuck what the fucking first 20 minutes is. It's still a Vietnam film, and I'm not fucking around with that. I can't.
No.
No, and my dad served in Vietnam. I can't do that.
Served in this shit. I'm like, I'm good. But anyway, okay. So Hardigan starts chasing Jim Bob, the dumbass Yautja, who it turns out likes beef ribs. Again.
Man meat. They love
nothing wrong. Hey, nothing wrong with beef tips every now and again.
It's a man.
Predators love meat. They're like, I want to go to Earth and get some meat. Because I love myself some meat.
You couldn't have found another way. You got to go to a slaughterhouse, stupid. The fuck is wrong? We've never seen a Yautja eat. So I don't know whether or not they eat a whole side of beef. Let's say you want to do that. And has anybody ever seen a Yautja eat in a movie? Ever? Anybody ever seen a Yautja eat in any movie? So
Nope.
Hang on a second. Let me do a quick think on this one.
Hang on. Wait a minute. Hold up. No,
nope.
not AVP. I thought of
AVP was the one where they actually sit down, but I don't think they actually eat anything in that one.
You never see them eat. So
I don't remember them eating in Predators or Predator.
Never. You have never seen a Yautja eat.
I think you're right.
Listen, you've never seen a xenomorph eat. You've never.
That's not true. Xenomorphs eat by their kills. They eat their kills.
They do eventually, but you never see them eat the kill. You see them kill a motherfucker. You never see them going, pulling their little mouth out, off and then start eating. So why is the Yautja getting caught in a slaughterhouse? Again, his uncles are ashamed of him. They're sitting there going, you're hungry now? Right now? Hey,
Jim Bob, you little bitch.
Dumb son of a bitch.
This what we doing. This what we doing.
This is what we did. I know his uncles was sitting.
Actually, so you know what? I'm actually going to give him the benefit of the doubt here, because Thomas, I want you to look at me in the face, look me in the eyeballs, and tell me you have never paid an absorbent amount of money for a good fucking steak.
I have.
Now we're gonna stop you right there, because you live on Earth which means you have that readily available. You've come to a foreign planet. Like if you go to France, you're not ordering pizza.
No.
You come to Earth, you're getting Earth beef. And so you know what? Maybe that prime rib is just better than the rabbit food bullshit they're stuck with on their planet. Maybe they're a planet of vegans, and this is his one chance to actually get barbecue.
What I'm saying.
Yeah, I've got some Earth beef for you.
Fair
you
enough.
motherfuckers.
Yes, ma'am.
But number one, you are a hunter. Why are you going to a fucking slaughterhouse?
Because it's convenient, home skillet. Why don't we still? Humans are hunter-gatherers for the last 100,000 years. And you know what? I'm going to take my happy ass to Publix and get a prime rib rather than take my happy ass to the farm and raise the bitch.
You're sitting there looking at a side of beef like any day, boy. Day, boy. Yo,
Hey, look,
for real.
they
I'm-
just you
People
wait.
are like, I was like watching YouTube the other day and I found this show from like Thomas Seville and Villains Network. These 3-4 ridiculous, absurd assholes talking about a movie. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like how and this chick is like fucked up and the host is like fucked up and these other two people are like fucked up and like, yeah,
This whole fucked up kind of shit.
we're all fucked up.
You
We're
know
all
what?
fucked
And
up.
I'm not entirely convinced that they don't come from a planet of vegans.
I'm sure they do. Don't get me wrong. I'm sure they
This
do.
is
Yeah.
what's it called when the Amish go on that like 2-month fucking escapee?
Hold on, wait a minute.
It's called going to Earth and getting some fucking meat.
Please,
Yeah.
Some
this is-
man meat.
please tell me you don't think that the Yautja is on Rumspringer. Please.
Yes, I 100% do. I
Yeah.
100% do. And my evidence for this actually comes from AVP. But we're just going to go with this one in particular. In this case, again, we're assuming that he is an adolescent. We're assuming he's a teenager. We're assuming he's not a true predator yet. And that this is his way of getting it out of his system before he takes the very monk, very fucking Catholic priest votes of celibacy. I will only eat rabbit food for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
This is him getting it out of himself, hence his jerking off to the Colombian banging out his porn star. This is his way of getting it out of his system.
So hold on.
He is-
Rest of the
He
Yautja.
is not a true predator because he
No,
can rub one
This
out.
is
and
he
get
has
himself
to go through the
off.
trials.
but-
Yeah, he hasn't.
Yeah,
gone
he
through the
hasn't
trials
gone
yet.
through he hasn't gone through
There ain't-
Springer yet. He
there
hasn't
ain't
chosen the
nothing
way of
coming
the
out.
predator, which is also why they didn't kill Danny Glover for smoking his ass. He's like, okay, he wasn't good enough.
This overweight 50+ man, like I'm gonna hand-to-hand combat some predator after I beat the
If
shit
you
out
lose-
of Arnold.
If you lose a hand-to-hand combat with Danny Glover, you're not allowed to be a predator. I'm just saying.
Nope.
He did lose
Yeah.
hand. He literally lost a motherfucking.
Yeah.
That's my point. He wasn't worthy of it. He's going through Young Springer. He
And
fucked
he
up.
died though. He died.
And
So
all of his
whatever.
uncles were just sitting there like you remember when you were a kid and you got in a beef with one of your cousins and all the uncles and all the cousins got around you. They put you in a circle. The two of you beat the brakes off each other. And the loser, everyone was just like, well, you're just not enough of a man. Like that is literally what this poor predator went through. Like I feel sympathy and empathy for this poor predator. He
Yeah,
just
but
wanted
fought-
to
he fought a
prove.
guy-
He
fought
wanted
a
to
guy
prove.
who- No, he fought a guy who his opening move is this. Hey.
I ain't got
No, his
nothing
opening
against-
move is angry black man glare.
I ain't got nothing against predator but a bitch slap.
Oh my god.
So yes, this predator is going through Yom Springer.
So
That
we
is what's going on.
continue.
I'm a parent of 3 and a grandparent. No, not some 12-year-old fucking predator from another planet. I don't care if you got technology to get here, bitch. You ain't got shit on me. King Kong ain't got shit on me.
I mean, again, think about it. This predator was willing to nuke what we know is 300 city blocks simply because Danny Glover was whooping his ass, knowing that his ship and all of his uncles were on that ship with his daddy, and he was still willing to nuke it. That is an adolescent child. That is not a mature predator getting his fucking continuing education training on, because that's what Predator 1 was. That was a predator being sent there to make sure that his CE license was up to date. Hey, can you still kill humans? Are you still at that qualification process?
But he
Yeah.
was competent. But he was competent though.
Yeah, this predator is this is his driver's license test. This is that 16-year-old, not the 25-year-old taking the retest.
He got his learner's permit, and now he's going for his driver's test.
Yeah, Predator 1 was the guy who got a DUI who has to go back through the program, but he's really good. He knows what he's doing, but he just has to get recalled real fast. And he's out there showing off. This is the 16-year-old who's just trying to make it the first time.
I'm telling you right now, I swear to you, I am not making this shit the fuck up. When I rename this shit on fucking YouTube, it's gonna be called fucking Yauchariums.
So are we in the meat factory now? Are we in the meat factory? The meat factory.
The meat factory.
Getting there. Almost there, because I mean
in the meat factory. Because ribs. And this is where Danny Glover finds out about this fucking thing. And because Gary Busey, who is a PhD in this motherfucker, decides to tell him the 10 years.
Hey, he can see the lights. He can see the lights.
Like,
and then you get the funniest fight scene.
Oh my God. So he tells him
man strength
thing has been here before, or something like this has been here before. And the last time something like this was here, it blew up 300 city blocks with a fucking nuke.
Yeah,
so,
they reference Arnie. They reference him.
Yeah. So they want to catch the motherfucker. Why? It done killed everything in Los Angeles. Can we let it go? Just whatever it's eating ribs. Leave it alone. So
this is Wayland Yutani over and over again. Wayland Yutani. Like, let's create a bioweapon.
Yeah. So
they need to catch it because they got to see his dick.
Y'all your rum spit. Eat my piece. Here you take a look at
I mean, I kind of wanted to see it too, but now you've ruined it for me. Thank you.
No, I'm telling you right now, that's a movie I never need to see. I never need to see a Predator movie where they're mated. Because if he pulls this shit out and it's barbed wired with a hook under I'm done. I don't want to play like that. I'm done.
Okay, so we're in the meat factory. Dudes are getting taken out, hard again. It's like they can see the lights, he can see the lights, and he goes out there and all these dudes are getting killed. And the shotgun.
So one thing before we get to that stupid shotgun, the 300 square block fear that they have though for this nuke is 0.75 square miles.
What the fuck?
Yeah, that's not much.
That is also the thing that also about this that makes me
that's most of downtown Los Angeles.
No, it's really not home scale. It is not even Inglewood. It is not even the neighborhood that's
quarter percent now.
So here, Thomas, we'll make it easy.
Okay.
Airfield at Kansas at Riley.
Yeah.
It would not take out the entire airfield.
Fuck. Really?
Yeah, it wouldn't even have taken out the airfield.
And that's my.
Wait a minute, because remember when we were talking about Predator 1, we were like, how the fuck did Arnold live? Because
that's how. Now that we actually have because they gave us a point of distance and everything else like that, he only had to sprint a quarter mile. And he would have been outside the damage ramp.
We haven't even got to the point where Danny Glover's trying to run out of a contained tunnel.
No. Yeah. Oh, no. Yeah. Oh, yeah. We'll get to that. But that's part of why I'm bringing this up to this one, though. But that's how Arnold survived last week, was because he only had to sprint a quarter mile. And even you and I are our fastest and most broken. We could still do a quarter mile in blazing time.
I'm gonna be fucked up at the end of that bitch, but I can
run. Yeah, absolutely.
I'm out of shape. I can run an 8-9 minute mile.
Yeah,
I could do that.
But my point is this. Okay, we're in the meat factory.
Yes.
In the meat.
Danny Glover, the meat. Danny Glover unloads 6 to 8 shells.
God, at least. Fucking at least.
Wow. You know it's not bird or buckshot. It's like slugs based on the wounds. Like, okay, I get it. The predators from another planet, they're tough, they're strong, but you just took 6 to 8 slugs, maybe 10, maybe 12 to your chest.
Yes.
And all it did was knock you out. Minute.
Why the fuck can't I have that kind of pistol shotgun that I can strap to my leg with a 10-round magazine? One, why don't those exist yet, and why can't I have one? And two, he had to have been using rock salt, Gretchen. You know, there's no way.
He had to be because he was in the perfect range. He was in the perfect range.
He should have
for
sawed
what a
him the
shotgun-
fucking half.
He was in perfect range for what a shotgun is designed to do and damage.
Oh yeah.
Like
Oh, yeah.
he,
He should have
I-
cut him in half. It should look like a
bleeds, if
chainsaw
it
hit the
bleeds,
predator.
we can kill it. And
Yeah.
I just shot you 10 fucking times with a
With
slug.
a 12 gauge, yeah.
12
That
gauge
dude should have
slug.
looked like that guy got hit by a chainsaw, not a shotgun.
And then you got up and just fought me like, hey, yeah, I'm bleeding, but whatever. Oh, cool, that's cool.
It's
No
cool,
big
bro.
deal.
I ain't got
Yeah,
time to
whatever.
bleed.
The
I ain't
predator
got time to bleed. You
Danny,
got time to duck?
and whatever the fuck it was, Danny was still able to pull the goddamn plate out. Like apparently they was not whatever they was shooting with was not trying to kill each other. They was just mad at each other. Like, get off me. Ah shit. Let me take the plate out. Ah, motherfucker, here's a shotgun. Ah, shit, it hurts. Bitch, I'll kick your ass. Like, and that's when
Yeah.
It could put him to sleep,
it
but
knocked.
it didn't kill him.
Hold on. And then whatever it
Mhm.
pisses him off because Danny Glover takes his mask off. And Danny Glover gets ready to start saying the motherfucking famous Arnold line, "You're one ugly motherfucker."
Mother.
But then it's your one
Motherfucker.
What mother?
motherfucker. I realized right then and there that pissed him off. That motherfucker came from
No, he didn't finish and copy it. No, he originally
like-
said it. So that means you pissed them the fuck off.
he was pissed. He grabbed him by the motherfucker. The fuck did you do to me? And then threw
And then the chase scene begins.
hold on, wait. Gary Busey has the dumbest death, the second dumbest death in this fucking movie. Because all you have is a nitrous gun. That's all you got. You got I'm a freeze you gun. And this motherfucker's just
Yeah.
back. If
Okay.
bucks from a shotgun didn't kill you, why are you here with this motherfucking Captain Cold gun? If you don't put that shit down and leave, the fuck were you thinking? That's why his ass got cut in half. That's
Okay. So
So
That-
I will say
that was-
liquid
was
nitrogen
dumb.
though. Liquid nitrogen though, for everyone who's fucked with it.
It-
I mean, if I could instantly shatter steel by hitting it with
I will
nitrogen
say
and then
this.
flick
I'll
it.
say this. I say
But
this as well. He is predator. By all means, it is a lizard. So I mean, it's cold blooded. You shoot him with a nitrogen.
think about it.
it's gonna
Should have
get cold.
taken it
yes,
down.
yes, but when the predator throws his blade
Yeah,
through the meat and cuts off Gary Busey's head, is this anime? Why is there a geyser of blood like pouring down? Like
he cut him in the
Oh my god,
Yeah,
yeah.
I took him at the waist.
he cut him in the waist. First off, why didn't the top of Gary's body fall?
Ever land?
It never landed. Did
No.
y'all?
Why
It was
didn't
just
the
almost
tank
like I guess it got stuck on a hook.
why didn't
The
the tank
predator-
explode?
the predator was like,
Like
got it.
Oh,
he goes, yeah. You see fucking sides of beef falling, plunk, plunk, plunk. It gets to Gary Busey, and the top of Gary Busey's body has enough time to just sit there and go, oh, bitch, I ain't got no bottom. Like, what? Wait a minute, huh? What? That
well,
shit.
and
there
why
was a full
does that
2 seconds before his body even
why
fell
does
after
that
having
I know,
cut
right?
off.
boomerang saw blade
I-
never return
It never
again?
did it ever come back? Did you ever see it? No, Danny Glover had it. That's why.
No. So it comes back the first time.
The first time he
It
used
boomerangs
it
back,
it
Yeah.
comes back to him.
and it
But
never
now-
does it again.
Yeah.
I do want to say
so
though,
once-
I do want to say in the video game Alien versus Predator, it's first person shooter, humans, aliens, predators, that blade could target, you could track enemies. In fact, in most multiplayer matches, that blade was banned
Yeah,
because you could kill so
because that
many
blade-
people so
Yeah.
quickly.
you could stand in one place and just go, yeah.
Yeah, that's what we did. Like, just throw it out there and kill everybody.
Bodies, fuck your heads, and it's back.
Yeah.
Like,
The
see that?
only thing I could think of maybe is when Danny Glover cut his arm off. He cut the control off to where he could bring it back to him.
Oh,
That's the only thing I can
point.
think of.
Good
Okay,
point.
that
Explain
makes
that.
Good point.
That
Yeah.
makes sense. That makes sense.
Notes.
like Gretchen said, the chase is on. Okay, so now he's chasing him, and Danny Glover.
You know what's sad is when I heard you say that, all I could think is Eddie Murphy in the back of an 18-wheeler in the opening of Beverly Hills Cop. The chase is on.
I'm thinking of Eddie Murphy Raw, like
It's on the street because the heat is on.
Danny Glover's chasing a predator through the streets in a pair of Stacey Adams. Again, has anybody ran in a pair of dress shoes?
Yeah,
I don't.
it is not.
I
no.
had
There's
four.
Not easy.
Number one. How in the fuck? Because that's before the time they decided to put the traction on the bottom of it.
That's what I'm saying.
It still had the slick bottom of it. That means you had to scrape that shit on the goddamn gravel to have some kind of traction.
How in the fuck are you running after something in a pair of slick bottom Stacey Adams? Are you?
Yes.
So from the LDS missionary, from the former Mormon missionary, shirt, tie, and name tag, let me tell you, when you learn to run away in dress shoes, it is a vital life skill to survive being a white guy in Oakland, California as a missionary. You learn to sprint in those goddamn dress shoes. So let me just tell you, it is a life skill that you learn and acquire. And I'm sure as a cop in that version of LA, he has learned and acquired that life skill.
Like
Okay,
what are you
all right,
doing?
fair enough.
Like,
fair enough.
Like, what are you doing? I'm running from a bad guy. You know, you're wearing wingtips, right? Yeah.
I'm
But
well aware.
I'm gonna look good doing it.
The church says I have to wear
it
these
matches
stupid
my
shoes.
pants.
Yeah. Dress code says I have to wear these damn shoes. I learned to sprint in them.
Yes.
He's
The
jumping.
whole high heel thing we talked
Yep,
about.
exactly.
2 hours
Big
ago.
facts. Big facts. Full circle.
Again, except this motherfucker got fucking slick bottoms chasing after a 7-foot tall motherfucking alien. You know what? That's a phrase I never thought I'd ever say in my fucking life. A black man in Los Angeles at night, running around in slick bottom shoes, chasing a 7-foot alien. I never thought I'd ever have to say that in my life, but now I have. I've said it twice. There you go. So he catches him, and I guess the alien decided, fuck it, I have fallen. It's a wrap. Everybody in one.
No. Can we please address the fact that Herb did not get off the couch from watching Jeopardy?
I love her.
Yep.
Hang on a second.
was just
Let's go back to the following. This is a dude we've already seen drop 5 stories to take out Mr. Willie, and yet now he's just like, oh no, I have.
And
to
here's
fall.
my thing. All right. Now here's
I'm
my
gonna
thing
nuke this whole
with kinda-
neighborhood.
My thing about that too, as well. Okay, why in the goddamn fuck did he go and climb down the side of the building? If it were me, I would look and see, okay, motherfucker is on the 4th floor of the next building. Let me go inside, climb down the steps, and then go into the next building, and then go up to the fuck's floor.
And my 18-year-old, when they came over today, was pointing out as I was watching this movie for the second time, was like, I'm a cop. I don't think he gives a shit.
So,
and that's another thing about that one too, as well. It's like, all
I
right,
don't think he gives a shit.
he was able to jump down 15 stories off of a building to kill King Willie in the alley. You mean to tell me, okay, 16 is your limit? If the building was 15 stories, bitch, I just jumped. But 16, I got to climb down. The fuck is wrong with you? Got your fucking arm cut off, stupid. And let's get to that.
And how did Danny Glover not pull a shoulder out of socket or sprain his ankle falling down the elevator shaft and then through the hole and then onto the
So I have an answer for that one.
right in front of the entrance to the ship.
I have an answer for that one. Danny Glover watched Riggs get his ass kicked so much that this is again Murtaugh channeling his inner Riggs, going, I get to be the hero this time. It's not that dumbass white Australian. The black man gets to be the badass this time.
We're back to alternate reality then.
Shit.
Yeah.
I'm not too old for this shit.
I'm not too old for this shit.
In
Exactly.
real life,
it's the scene where
in
they're
real
willing
life,
themselves.
I don't care if you're black, white, Hispanic, Chinese, whatever, Asian, whatever. You fall 50 feet, you're spraining or breaking something.
Breaking.
Unless
Yes,
your name is
absolutely.
Jackie Chan who I don't.
Right.
I'm not entirely sure Jackie Chan's human. Unless your name is Jackie Chan, you are not surviving that shit.
No, he fell for that hole. He was like holding on with his hands, like not like
just like,
holding something,
boom!
just like
Uh,
I'm in this hole. Like, oh, here comes the elevator. I think I'll fall another 50 feet.
Stop.
okay, so
But yeah, Herb's my hero in the whole goddamn movie.
Predator decides that he's hanging off the side of a building, bitch. He's lost, so now everybody got to die. That is a punk ass move. You are hanging off the side of a building. You have lost. This crazy black guy sitting here. You done tried to stab him with your little spinny thing. It's up here, but because you feel like you've lost, they've always told you, well, you got a nuke in your pocket there, buddy. If you get in trouble, blow everything up. What kind of punk ass motherfucker are you? You're hanging on the side of a building, so blow it up, bitch. You better fight.
Predators,
I mean, come on, man. I
predators
mean, damn.
always bitch out. Predators always bitch out.
No,
Like,
they
when
don't. The first
we lose, like, oh,
when the
fuck you all. I'm bitching out.
put a
No,
log
I mean,
head.
here's-
The first one took a log to the head, then blew everything up. This motherfucker fell off the side of a building and said, fuck it. Who does that? That is
no, I mean,
some
Jim Bob Predator.
here's the
Jim
thing,
Bob
simply,
Predator, that's who.
He could
Howard.
have done simply one of those numbers. He could have simply just jumped, kicked himself off of the building, threw his goddamn disc, jumped and landed on the other fucking building because no, he could fucking do that shit.
with
That
superhuman.
shit right back to him. And as he's doing that, Danny Glover's head falls down to the goddamn concrete.
Cut off Danny Glover's head. You do a fucking Batman backflip. You land on the other side of the building. The end. No.
Or, and let's just go simple here. You're the fucking Predator. You have to weigh somewhere close to 260 on a light day, 310 on a normal day. You have Danny
and you have armor
Glover.
on.
Yeah, you have Danny. Oh, no, not anymore. At this point, he doesn't have his armor on anymore because that's gotten taken off in the freezer.
I mean, you still have enough on.
But you have a decent amount.
I'm
But-
5'9" without armor, and I weigh almost 200 pounds.
But yeah, and so you have Danny Glover at the time, maybe 210, just on a building holding you, or you're holding him, and you can't simply just put your feet on the building and go, all right, fuck it.
But exactly.
Yeah.
'Cause the worst you're going to get, you've already taken 10 slugs from a shotgun. The worst you're going to get is, I don't know, break a leg.
A headache.
And Herb is over here like, what is the Nile River?
Okay.
Herb is over here. It's like, the
Listen,
fuck are you doing over there? Keep it down. I'm trying to watch TV.
I don't care
bitch,
that you're constipated. Leave it low.
God,
I don't
That's
care
true.
that someone's in the bathroom. Go clean that shit.
let's get to
I gotta
Herb.
take a shit.
The Predator loses an arm and jumps into this fucking, into Herb and Alice's fucking house. I think her name is Alice, whatever. He decides
She
he's going to
seems like an Alice.
he decides he's going to do emergency surgery on himself. And he grinds up a bunch of shit, puts some shit that looks like ice on his arm. He cauterizes his own fucking wound.
Anybody like to point out that looks like Breaking Bad?
Oh my.
Yeah, it looks like.
I was like, he got Heisenberg meth in this bitch.
Yeah,
Yeah, man.
And
that
you
would
were,
explain his willingness to continue fighting.
you were texting earlier
That-
this week, Thomas. You were texting earlier this week like, bro's got a hot plate.
That's a hot plate.
Yeah.
Cooked his own fucking medicine. That's a hot.
Yes.
I don't give a,
Admittedly, out of all the rest of his technology, that's the one I'm most jealous of. Bro,
yes.
could you imagine being on a field
Yeah.
problem, whipping that bitch out and going, I'm fucking warm. I don't give a fuck about you. I got coffee. Like, fuck off. Like, that's the piece of technology I'm most jealous of. Like, I would utilize the shit out of that. Like, you know how much money I would make off dumbass white suburbalists or survivalists going instant hot plate. I would be a millionaire tomorrow. I'd be Jeff Bezos up this shit off of fucking conservatives who think that the government's trying to take their goddamn guns. Like, it would be fucking fantastic. I want that.
Presses a button.
First time I remember seeing that because I remember seeing one and I saw that. I said, man, that is pretty fucking useful.
Right? Hey,
Useful.
hey,
Exactly.
your power went out in a storm. I can still cook. Hey,
Yeah.
it's cold as shit. I have a
I-
heat source.
Yes.
Hey, I'm camping and I don't feel like making a fire.
Hold
Oh,
on.
instant fire.
It's about that big. So you out, press a button, the bitch opens the fuck up and there's a fucking open flame. This
Yes. All day. Yes.
All day, I want one of these. Like, that's the technology I am most jealous of.
But he melted plaster and mirrors and was able to cauterize his pain.
Yes.
But ZFG, that's literally something you can go to,
Hospitals. Like you can literally think about it.
what's
Yeah,
the
the thing
outdoor
what
what's the
hospitals would do with
outdoor
that.
store?
Bass Pro,
You talking about Dick's Sporting Goods?
Dick's, Bass,
Dick's or Pro Bass Shops, anything. You can buy this
Yeah.
shit. That's what we melt snow with on top of mountains.
well, yeah, like I've got the sterno cans and the ones and everything, but a little tiny kit that does its own opening, ignites its own source, doesn't waste any fuel, super lightweight, fits in my arm somehow.
My arm, I can fucking
Yeah.
like,
And I can make medicine out of it. Like that is just
I'm gonna tell you something. Self with some drugs, and I don't give a fuck what y'all say. That fucking needle he put in his chest, that shit was cocaine. That was space.
That was some. Oh, it was some.
Or
it
a-
absolutely. It was either cocaine, or it was some kind
Adrenaline
of morphine,
equivalent. Adrenaline.
or something. Yeah.
It was probably adrenocane. That was probably what it was.
Adrenaline.
Adrenocane. Yeah.
Cocaine, because that motherfucker. Think about it. You got
So-
one.
see what you don't know is it's actually some poor nerdy kid's EpiPen. It's some kid who's allergic to bees and peanut butter is dying right now because the predator stole his EpiPen and just put an auto injector on it to make himself look cooler. That's all it is an EpiPen.
So Alice is like Herb. There's somebody in the bathroom. Herb being like every other motherfucker on the plane. Like, I don't give a fuck. I ain't in the bathroom, bitch. I ain't going in there. So
My favorite part about it is that LA is such a shithole that you have to be so nonplussed about everything to just have survived in that city, to be an old fucker. Like you're watching Jeopardy at home in a city that is literally Beirut circa 1992, and you don't give two flaming fucks. Like you have got to be such like the amount of zero fucks given makes me envious of my own name. Like I need to give it to Herb.
that motherfucker,
Yes.
Herb was like, I don't give a fuck. It's double.
like-
Fuck you.
I don't give a fuck, bitch. Just keep it down.
She listen. We talk about how cool Herb is. Alice is a motherfucking G. She was going to that bathroom with a broom.
She
Whatever.
didn't give two fucks. She was going in there. Said,
then-
look,
I'm a
I got
cop.
to pee.
I don't think he gives a shit.
God, Danny Glover climbs in. He's like,
And
Like-
you notice,
police.
Predator hops out. Giant lizard ass man runs off. Not phased one bit.
The
Black man hops out. She jumps.
really 7
Like-
feet tall just blew through your whole fucking bathroom door. I didn't even hear you yelp. I come through climbing through the same fucking hole this big motherfucker left. What are you yelling at?
Look, I'm not trying to curry favor. I'm not trying to curry favor, but if I'm in my apartment and a giant pussy face alien jumps out of my bathroom and then runs away, and then a black man follows him, I'm not worried about the black man.
So,
Just saying.
so I'm actually going to
Pussy
take the
face alien went that way. Go get him.
I'm going to
Okay,
actually take
and-
the
and-
opposite
and
opposite
hey,
approach.
And
Sure.
hey, here's my number.
I'm going to
You're
take
done.
the opposite approach. So Voldemort and Umbridge go in Harry Potter. Voldemort is so ridiculously evil that it's hard to imagine him being a real bad guy. Umbridge is the evil that you see every single day. That woman's probably not used to seeing giant 7-foot-tall pussy-faced aliens. However, scary black man in this version of LA, that is something she is used to. And the fact that he identified himself as a cop doesn't make it better in this city. So, I mean, really, I think she's more scared of the enemy she knows other than the enemy she doesn't.
Oh my.
Oh my god.
I hate it here. I hate it here. I love you guys, but I hate it here. We're so we are so absurd. We
All
are
right.
so
Danny goes and chases this motherfucker, which, by the way, why were there so many people in the goddamn hallway? There's a fucking 7-foot tall pussy face motherfucking alien running through, and there's still people in the hallway.
get back in your house. And Danny Glover says that. Get back inside.
Listen, you wouldn't have had to tell me. if I'd have looked out the door, saw that shit, and closed the door right the fuck. No, no, bitch.
Again,
That's a film.
again,
Yeah.
we come back
absolutely.
to the bear in the woods metaphor.
Yes.
If there's a bear
Yeah,
in the
'cause all
woods
you have
and a
to do
black man's in the
really-
woods,
We
there's
ain't-
no black man in the woods. But the white person is like, a bear? I'm
What?
gonna go see. Oh, I
Good.
want to see.
Say,
Let
bear, hey, let me go see the bear. Like,
Hold on.
"Nah, I'm good."
Danny
Boy,
does the elevator thing where he falls 90 fucking feet, which, by the way, why the fuck would the alien, why would the Yautja park their fucking vehicles or their spaceship underneath an apartment building? Which
because nobody in their right goddamn mind is ever going in an LA sewer.
Huh?
No one in their right goddamn mind is ever going in an LA sewer. I don't give a fuck what future, what alternate reality. I don't give a fuck if this is Demolition Man and we're setting the thing and Sandra Bullock tells me that the world is sunshine and I'm using, seashells to wipe my ass. No one is ever going in an LA sewer
LA
ever.
Or because it's in the script.
it had to be.
Yeah.
That too.
And the thing is, and he falls that far
He
and
hard.
lands perfectly.
Yes.
Lands perfectly. No twisted ankle. No.
He should have been like
shattered
he
knee,
should have been like
no-
a superhero landing like
Oh, the white
Yeah.
Omni Man.
No. Deadpool with both pistols drawn at this point.
Oh my-
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so he goes into the ship and he's looking around and he sees all these fucking skulls. I guess he recognizes King Willie's skull, even though King Willie didn't have like no gold teeth or anything like that. So how the fuck did you even realize it was Willie? Whatever.
Was it Willie's skull or was that Lampert's skull? I swear to God, that one was Lampert's.
It's
No,
I don't
it's
know. Maybe
Willie's.
Is it Willie's?
They show you in the movie where he's putting Willie's skull on that platform.
Okay. I couldn't remember which one.
They
it was,
show
but-
you.
was-
And then
yeah,
this
I don't
sets
know
up
if it
the
was like he
AVP
recognizes
movies.
if it's just Willie's skull or if he's just like, oh shit, a fucking skull.
This sets up the AVP movies because you see the the weird
You see the
alien tyrannosaur,
xenomorph.
but then you got the alien skull.
Yeah, you have
you know.
you have a xenomorph skull up there as well.
Xenomorph. Thank you.
all
Yep.
you can like Marvel films and think it's great because you have a continued universe. Bitch, we had it first. The Predator.
So my favorite
We had
part
it
about
first.
my
Fuck
favorite
you,
part is
suck my
why
dick.
that's actually in there. The props guy was a huge giant Sigourney Weaver simp nerd.
oh,
Loved the OG Alien movie so much that he made the prop himself and put it in there. The director and people like that weren't actually tracking that there was a xenomorph. And in like 93 or 94, a few years after this movie came out, there was start to talk to try to do the AVP movie back in the early 90s. And they're like, is there a way that we could combine our two universes? And he went, go back and watch Predator 2. Go back and watch Predator. And they went, wait, where the fuck? Wait, why the fuck do you have that in your movie? He's like, because our props director was that much of a nerd. We've already got the tie-in. It already exists in canon.
here's something. Here's something I have never said about this film. When you look at what are them other skulls? Because I get it. The xenomorph one is the one that catches your eye, then you see Willie and whatever fuck. The other ones are some scary looking bitches.
That T-Rex looking motherfucker, I would love
Yeah.
to see that world.
I mean, the first thing I thought it's a T-Rex, but it's got 4 eye sockets.
Yes, that would have made
It's,
I was
like,
like, ooh.
it's not a earthly T-Rex.
No,
It's
no,
not.
by no means. Honestly,
Oh,
if
yeah.
so, did you see the Predators movie, the one with Danny Trejo, where they drop him in there?
that's the goal.
And
That's
there you go.
yes, yeah, that's
There you go.
We-
That is
we-
what I think is what they made that into.
okay.
We need to do that after Starship Troopers.
Oh, we should.
Dude, bring the
Yeah.
starship. Bring the starship.
Minute. Cocaine Bear has got to be on here somewhere. We have got. Okay.
I haven't
Okay,
actually, I haven't seen that one yet.
I'm going to throw this out there. Okay, so today we're doing Predator 2.
Uh-huh.
2 weeks, I say we do Starship Troopers.
Yes.
right.
Yes.
And then after that, we do Cocaine Bear.
Okay.
I still
And
need to
then
watch that
after
movie.
that, we do oh
Predator.
gosh.
Oh,
What
which
were
one?
we just talking about?
The Happening? Which one?
No, not the happening.
The
So
ladies,
Predators. Yes.
Oh, Danny Trejo's Predators.
Yeah, because you brought it up, CFG. You brought it up when we first we're gonna do Predator. You're like, are we doing Predator? Are we doing Predators?
Yeah, which one?
I
Yeah.
think
I
think
I
so.
want-
Starship Troopers, Cocaine Bear, Predators, and then we can go into some other stuff. We got to get away from Predators sometime.
Gretchen is
I-
trying to understand this.
I
Gretchen.
was
Okay.
thinking about,
We'll just do
hey-
a hard left turn then. We'll go
But,
straight into the Pride and the Prejudice with zombies.
no, I was thinking like, think about Indiana Jones.
Hold on, Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter.
Yes.
Let's finish this first, shit, because I'm lit right now and fucking goddamn angry's been high for this whole.
Yeah, man.
Remember, Plot Holes does not recommend
and the thing
kids
is-
that you get completely fucking blacked out wasted. We're depressed adults. We're Gen X. We know what it means to not love ourselves. Don't follow in our footprints.
Love of
We're
every.
sadists. We're
Don't-
sadists. That's all it is, man.
You are
We're
absolutely-
sadists.
All right,
And
so
So look, when the Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter thing is, I read the book and I watched the movie.
read the
On
book.
that.
Same.
Why would y'all?
We,
That hurt.
we have literal months of content.
You think?
So
Years
that's why I
of
can't wait
content.
for Starship Troopers because it is my favorite book of all time.
Next time, mine too. Yes, Robert Heinlein, great movie. The movie does not reflect the book itself.
Mm-mm.
Yes. So we were gonna do Cocaine Bear in 2 weeks. Yes. I think Starship Troopers.
I can't wait to do that
Yes.
because I'm telling y'all right now, I'm gonna be so goddamn. So somebody else gonna have to run this fucking show. That's how high I'm gonna be. I'm gonna be extremely fucking high in 2 goddamn weeks. I can promise you.
Okay, so Danny Glover walks into this
All
damn
right.
spaceship.
So Danny Glover
the
walks into
worst,
the ship.
worst graphics ever in the history. Like they couldn't get a smoke machine. You couldn't pay the $35 to rent a smoke
Like-
machine.
Like, it looked
Even
like just
not
cheap
even
dry
a
ice.
smoke machine. You couldn't take $10
Or dry ice.
You
It
couldn't
just
take
looks
your
like cheap dry
$10
ice, that's
to your
all.
local ice cream shop and get some dry ice and throw it in some water.
Why did you edit that in? Why? Why does that exist?
Why does this ship look like this? What is this open ass area? Is this
Yes.
the greeting place? Why are they fighting in there? You got a trophy room and that's it. What the fuck? And then the
He's like, oh god, Jim Bob's fighting in the lobby again.
Jim Bob.
Yeah, you know his family. You know his family's all like, God damn it, this is the third Marriott this motherfucker's got us kicked out at. We're gonna be stuck
And-
at Holiday Inns if this son of a bitch keeps doing this shit.
It's like, Jesus Christ, you're fucking
Uncle
up
Bill,
points.
Uncle Bill is like, take it and throws some fucking gun.
I know he got away with that one arm and came in and is like, I lost my arm. And like, did you bring any trophies? Well, you see the trophies, motherfucker. And then they hear boom. It's like, bitch, you brought him in here. You go fucking deal with his ass. So
Thank God someone took out Jim Bob. That dude was such a dick.
goddamn Predator, go deal with the motherfucker that followed him to this ship. He gets his
Yep.
whooped. He dies. Okay, so we already knew that was going to happen. Jim Bob dies. And that's when Danny Glover discovers that this motherfucker wasn't alone. And that's when Jim Bob, the dumbest Yautja ever made, all of his uncles show up. And he's thinking, fuck, I got to fight, man. I don't want to do this shit. So
But he throws
Yeah.
the saw blade down.
he down. That's the first thing
He
he
puts
does.
it down and then it says, which
I
one
would've-
of you assholes is next?
Which one of you assholes is next? Like,
And
bitch,
that
you
leaves
dropped
me-
the best weapon.
No, and that leads into the alternate ending, and then all of a sudden you hear this.
This motherfucker. You doing, man?
Come on, Angry. Where's the alternate ending? Come on.
And you hear the Ultimate Warrior's theme music, and out runs the goddamn Ultimate Warrior. The fucking muscular, all hopped up on cocaine and shit, just running acid, just and
Are
just
we
clothesline
talking
the fuck out of him.
Are we talking
And just
like
keep clotheslining the fuck out of Danny Glover. And every
Sure.
goddamn time just picks him up and just throws him off, and then
Oh my
flips
god.
that shit.
Is it
goddamn
this
this
Pink
just
and
pop,
Black?
pop.
Is this Plankin Black Ultimate Warrior? Or is this like Chartreuse and Blue Ultimate Hunter? Like, which
Yes.
era are we doing?
Yes.
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 Andre the Giant lumbers in.
Andre the Giant pops out.
Road Warrior.
Picks up Danny Glover, throws him into the Warrior. Warrior clotheslines him again.
Oh God.
And just keeps fucking clotheslining him.
I was not expecting you to say the fucking Ultimate Warrior.
Can I get 2 claps and a woo? Ric Flair.
Oh my God, he said Ultimate Warrior. Fuck.
Goddamn right.
You're goddamn right, I did.
Yeah, okay.
Fuck America.
So
Second one. I got another one. Another one.
okay.
Another one is then he's sitting there. He goes, "Which one of you assholes is next?" And then you hear a lightsaber.
Oh my
Darth fucking Vader pops out.
God. Why would they be
Impressive,
And
most
hey,
impressive. But
hey,
you're not
I
a
just want to
Jedi
say,
yet.
I just want to say this movie has more stereotype and racial prejudice than the original Phantom Menace.
Honestly, this is where I think, Angry, you should have gone with the Lethal Weapon. You hear Riggs whisper in Murtaugh in earpiece. Just move, Murtaugh. Ow, ow, ow. And it's the scene from Lethal Weapon 1 where he's sniping up through the fucking abandoned lake.
I'll raise. The hell are you doing here, Murtaugh? Oh, I'm too old for this shit.
We're too old for this shit.
They reward fucking Cardigan with basically a retirement gift because
Hard,
weapon and
hard again.
he can sell that fucking weapon and never have to work again. That motherfucker. Listen, after that bullshit, I'd have never been a cop. I'd have walked around and talk about, I got a weapon to sell from 1750. How much are you gonna give it for?
I have a 300-year-old pistol that didn't exist 300 years ago. I have a pistol that did not exist 300 years ago. That's from 300 years ago.
And
What are
yet-
you willing to give it to me?
And yet, even though I
"Best I could
watched this
do."
movie, I watched this movie 2 times in the last 2 weeks. I watched Prey, and Prey is in my opinion, the best Predator movie ever.
I liked Prey. I absolutely liked Prey. I ain't like the way he died either.
I haven't
I liked
watched
it.
Prey
I
yet,
did.
actually. I haven't seen
Oh.
Prey yet, so.
I haven't seen the Predator 2018, so we're all kind of missing something.
We are all completely blitzed right now. I feel
Hey,
like
speak for yourself.
Not like me, bro.
I'm
I-
empty. I'm empty.
I have only drank half of this handle that entire fifth.
Jesus.
I am still sober.
Ladies and gentlemen, Zero Fox is
15 years as an active army. This is
do,
what it
do,
gets you.
do you know where I'm going when this show is over?
to bed.
You're running a
liquor-
D&D camp. You're running a D&D campaign, ain't you?
You gotta go.
Yeah, but,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
I
you got your
gotta
D&D
go to
game.
the liquor store first.
My D&D campaign's tomorrow, so I'll be at least partially sober for that.
You are gonna try to play D&D in your condition, right?
Oh, you're goddamn right. I'm gonna do it. You badass
Hey,
motherfucker.
hey,
I-
Goddamn
hey,
right, because
God damn it, Thomas. God damn it, Thomas. Being white is not a condition. You knock that racist shit off.
She's everybody you play D&D with did it. We didn't fucking mean to. We did it. Fuck.
Choking hazard. Choking hazard.
Oh my god.
Those definitely look more
Oh,
like
shit.
smothering hazards rather than choking hazards.
Okay, so gentlemen,
I'm a walking choking hazard. But anyway,
I'm gonna get my goddamn channel demonetized fucking with you motherfuckers. Oh shit.
like, hey Gretchen, can you come be on my show? That'd be a great time. We'll have great fun. We'll make lots of money. It'd be great. Yeah.
Wait, you're getting paid?
No.
Yeah.
The fuck? Dude. sponsor.
All right. So let's get back on topic. Final votes. Miss Gretchen, what do you feel about this movie?
On a scale of what? A 10?
Listen,
Let's give it
On
a
a
5-star rating.
scale,
Let's give it
on a scale of
rating.
pegging, to blowjob, where would you put this film?
nope. We're gonna try this. All right.
That's not the scale we're using.
You have one can of lukewarm ass.
All right.
A 10-pack of lukewarm, room temperature, opened, therefore flat ass. On a scale of 1 lukewarm can of ass to 10 lukewarm cans of ass, what would you give Predator 2?
My rating is bottoming without lube. You want honesty. You don't want me to lie to you, right? You want me to be honest with you. You're my friend. You want me to be upfront and clear, right? It's bottoming without lube. It is. It is what it is. You know.
Hey, I will interpret that as a lukewarm ass. I will.
Lukewarm. Yeah, lukewarm.
That sounds like
Lukewarm.
2.5 cans.
No, I'm gonna make a rating. I'm gonna make a rating. We can put it. We can try to put the rating on there, but listen. She said lukewarm.
You need to text me this rating because I want input. I want input.
Gretchen votes a 10-pack of lukewarm, room temperature, open, therefore is flat ass. Angry. 1 can of lukewarm ass to a 10-pack of lukewarm ass. What would you give Predator 2?
Well, see, this rating not only devolves one's personal but also professional psyche. You know, it's not one to be taken lightly. You know, this is a
Come on.
This is
Come
a
on,
gem.
Angry.
This
Come
is
on,
a gem of a classic.
Just say it, Angry. Come on.
Oh my God.
You're high as fuck.
This makes me feel like I want to get kicked in the testicles.
Gretchen edging Angry right now is my favorite part of this whole fucking episode so far.
I do believe that's
Angry.
That's where I land at. I feel like I
Hey,
would rather get
Angry,
kicked in the
you know-
testicles.
Do
Angry.
you need a little cake? Do you need a little cake? I can travel to you. I
What?
mean, I'm a 7-year or I'm a 10-year veteran of 7 martial arts. I mean, I've got a good.
How about can we not? Hey, I will interpret this as a 9 can of ass for Angry.
9 can of ass. I'm writing that down.
Yeah, either that or taking a
Just don't.
sandpaper dildo up the ass. I mean, whichever way you want to go with it. I mean,
Vaseline with sand in it. Yep.
Jeez. Oh my God. Okay. All right. 0 fucks on a scale of 1 can of lukewarm ass to a 10 warm room temperature, open, therefore is flat ass. What ranking?
I think I'm the only one that's gonna have to really take this seriously. So as I consider it more and more and I'm thinking about it, I think this is being confused in the threesome with the lights off and not realizing it was your buddy and not the girl. That's where I'm putting this one at. And you're not the one doing the penetration on there. I love Danny Glover. I do. He is one of my absolute favorite actors of all time, one of my absolute idols. So I have to give it, I'm still having sex, but I wasn't expecting the extra penetration.
So 5 cock rings.
Oh my God. We suck so bad.
So
Yeah, I suck.
that as a certified 10-pack of ass for 0 fucks. And as for myself,
Yeah, what's yours? Come on, Thomas. What's yours?
I
a
finished again.
fucking venereal disease check. When you
Ooh, ramrods?
already have the venereal disease, You know you already have it.
But you're lying anyways and should get it in again.
You were not or the swab, and it goes in places you have never been. You already know. So therefore, I give this movie, as I interpret it myself, a 10-pack. So therefore, ladies and gentlemen, the rank for Predator 2 is an average 9.5 can of Luke.
We're gonna have so much more fun with Starship Troopers.
Hey, all right. Let me set up the show in 2 weeks. I'm gonna try to do this before I pass the fun. Ladies and gentlemen, we will be reviewing Paul Verhoeven's fucking classic, the original Starship Troopers.
I'm doing my part.
Oh my god.
Let's fucking get it.
Oh, please bring form, please BYO. Please act accordingly. We will be ranking Starship Troopers on a scale of 1 can of lukewarm as to
1938 Germany.
No. Oh, absolutely.
Let's
God.
do it. And you were worried about being demonetized this time.
My God.
Oh,
He's like,
Oh,
being
the
demonetized this time here.
oh, Thomas.
Watch me.
Tom-
Little mustache is coming in for the next 2 weeks. I'm going to take the time to grow it out.
Not get me some.
Thomas, I hope you don't like making money because we're going to ruin that for you.
It's gonna try to find some ass to run on this motherfucker because there's no fucking way in hell I'm making a dime off of this shit. I'm not making a dime now. Fuck am I talking about? Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for watching us get drunk on camera and talk about a shitty ass movie. I now need to go replenish my drink because I'm not sober. I'm fucked.
I'm empty.
I'm empty.
I got cotton mouth like a motherfucker.
Gretchen and myself. My name is Thomas Bishop. I'm Dylan, and thank you very much for watching, you goofy motherfuckers. I will see you all later.